I don't want to set the world on fire. I
Please
just
welcome
want
Tom
to start
Dunnelly.
a flame in your heart.
I'm here, and your
In
white
my
privileges are
heart, I
going to save
have
you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 135 of the Dog and Chicken Show. I am Chicken, your big bucking emperor, and our two favorite men to jump on the show with the one, the only, the emperor, the reigning, defending, undisputed. And Corn Pop was a bad thing. Undisputed. Sorry, I can hear it and you guys can't. I got to figure out the audio part.
Corn
Anyway,
Pop was a bad dude.
Yeah, Corn Pop was a bad dude. Anyway, how's it going tonight, fellas? What you drinking?
Well, folks, welcome one and all. It's episode 135, Hump Day. It's a Wednesday, and we're getting together on this fine day, and we're here at Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook, and I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok, folks. But this evening, I am drinking Wild Turkey Rare Breed because, as you can see, this bottle's getting down to its last three fingers, and there's a big old dip in the bottle there anyway, so there's not much left. So it's time to get into it and enjoy it this evening. And I'm drinking this marvelous bourbon because I don't have to worry about drinking this gin at all this evening. I will not be taking a single sip of it because I don't have to worry about any stars coming in, because nobody's really got the temerity for it. Nobody's got that ability to climb that great mountain of adversity and make it happen. So I'm not worried about it. So I'm having marvelous bourbon, and my palate shan't not be spoiled this evening in any such way. Tony, how about yourself, sir?
I am trying to make some room on my bottom shelf. I've got a bunch of ryes, a bunch of bourbons, got a couple of Canadians sneaking in there too. So I'm thinking I got to rearrange my shelf system here. Once we get into that Irish tournament, I might have to combine the Scotch and the Irish. But for the meantime, I figure the low bottles, like you said, Phil, probably need to go first. And I've been hitting this Frugal McDougal I picked up in Nashville quite a bit. And the deeper this one's got in the bottle, the better it's been. I will eventually be sad to see this thing go.
The last time I tasted Frugal McDougal, it was mixed in this.
Oh my!
with orange juice and all kinds of different beers and whiskeys. And,
Guinness and Busch Light.
It was a rough one there.
That's a rough evening, no matter how you want to measure it. Like, good Lord Almighty!
What is this? On the pre-show said 2 shots for 500 stars. Who said that?
I'm not sure.
I'm afraid that is not KOE
Was
Nation
this,
nor Big Buckin' Empire law. So
was this sanctioned by the Big Buckin' Empire? I don't know.
2 shots for 500 stars. I mean, maybe if they were split up between two people, I would be fine with that, since it is a Hump Day special. But
if it's 2, there's no way I'm doing LTD twice.
That's fair.
Well, chicken, the audience gets what they pay the tax for. So. So now,
anyway, I got a new bottle for us tonight. This is actually I found this is actually really cheap. I if it tastes like crap, I really don't care because it's only $30. It's going to be a cool bottle. So if you don't know, my wife broke my decanter and I was like, wow, this will be a cool forever decanter, even if the whiskey's crap. But it's a really cool bottle. Got a snake wrapped around it. And then when you lift it up, it looks like a shotgun shell. This is pretty awesome. I already unwrapped the paper there. So this is American Barrels Kentucky Bourbon whiskey, 86 proof, 43% ABV. It says absolutely fuck all about anything else on this bottle. And you know what? I kind of like that. Let's keep it simple. But without further ado, here's our cork. Ooh, that was
well done.
Great. It's a great cork. All right. For a little pour. I don't like the lip of the bottle. It tries to go down. It's got this weird like coil around here that probably just is meant to suck up the juice because the lip of the bottle's so bad. That's my guess. I'll keep that inside there a little bit. Give her a nose. A little bit of honey. It's odd. It smells very light. Give her a shot. Honey's the biggest thing that comes through, and then yeah, almost like a mint. I hope this isn't high rye. It could be. Okay, it's very light, as you can, yeah, as it said, what, 86 proof. I still get the just the slightest mint, but the honey kind of goes away there. It's not very strong. It's very this is a easy sipper, probably a great mixer. No distinct flavor though. Almost like a little char to it. Anyway, have to research a little bit more about the bottle because, yeah, there's a little bit of fruit I'm starting to pick up now, like an apple. But anyway, not terrible as we're going to go 5-star scales, I assume, on all of Phil KOE's preferred. So first off, as a bourbon, I'm going to go 3. It's good, not great. Decent for, especially for, the price of it. Cool bottle, cool display. But nothing real special on there. So as a bourbon, kind of average, a little bit above average, maybe. I've had worse. As a whiskey, I think this would mix and blend very well, just because there's no overpowering notes and it's honestly pretty light. And you can do soda, you could do, some cocktails that you don't want to be too strong. You could have some fun with. But yeah, it's a pretty basic whiskey in that sense. And then as a cask aged spirit, there is no age statement. Have no idea. I don't imagine this thing is aged hardly at all. This is probably a very young whiskey bourbon. It's stacked up against way too much good stuff. I'm gonna say 2 as a cask aged spirit. And then what am I forgetting, Phil? We went through
shelving
bourbon,
and
whiskey.
the secret 5th question.
Shelving, this will be for now until it's empty and I start refilling it. This will be a bottom shelf bourbon for now. It is a cool display piece.
I was about to say, I think it'd make a better decanter.
Yeah, that's what I plan on. It's going to turn into a forever decanter more than likely. Now that since my wife broke my other one. And then would I purchase it again? Probably just for the bottle alone. I'm sure this would be a cool gift at $30. This is a cool gift bottle for somebody who likes hunting or likes snakes or there's a lot of cool stuff there. And while all that was going on in that review, there you go, folks. There you have it. That is the official review of American Barrels Kentucky Bourbon. While that was going on, we saw some stars dropping there, folks.
Oh no.
What do we got to?
Yeah, it was going wild there for a minute. We had Lynn and Yanked doing the pre-show. They're still living it up. It was a pre-lube show, sipping gin and juice, and then all of a sudden, Melanie comes in with 1,000 stars out of the gate. Not even screwing around with 500, right to a 1K star. So she'll have to tell us what she wants. Lynn says, way to kick it off, Mel. Oh, shit, there's Tyler. Hey, and I had the same decanter, and my wife broke it too.
Yeah,
There's
it's
something
sad.
about you guys.
So
Something about our wives.
Melanie,
So yeah, Melanie's 1,000 stars. Tony, you want to
Good
pull
God.
up and okay. So Melanie, you have the option of 2 shots to hand out at this point with 1,000 because the first round of shots is only 500 stars. So
Correct.
you can
Let me pull up the star board. I apologize.
and then there's
I did
other
not have it
options.
at the ready. Yes,
Let's say
500
she could
stars to
make
make
one of
somebody
us-
rant about something of your choosing. 500 stars to make somebody sing a song of your choosing. 100 stars per minute to mute somebody. 500 stars for a beer chug. Then you add 500. Same thing with the take a shot. The price increases each time. 500 stars and 300 stars to request a custom meme if you so choose.
So she could literally make one of us like
Sing
do
a song and
shot
take a shot.
while sing. Like that,
yeah,
that would
that's
be
fantastic. Phil.
There's so many. Like, yeah, I start singing Seal.
Have
or
Phil
something.
sing a song about gin while taking a shot
My
at gin.
power, my
Sip.
pleasure,
You know, it would
my
be right to have him sing some Snoop Dogg tonight because Snoop Dogg
It's
is
420.
doing a concert.
pain on
Yeah.
gin. Now, did you guys remember to leave your milk and cookies out last night for Snoop Dogg?
Last night, no, I forgot.
Ah, dang it! So
Yeah, I totally
that's
forgot.
He
it.
did
That's
not
the
bless
new-
me.
It's the 420 tradition. You got to leave out cookies and milk for Snoop Dogg on 419. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
Damn it, I missed.
I did forget.
so we're waiting for Melanie Henry
Yeah,
to
she just got to
get
tell us
back
what
with.
she wants.
Uh,
And of course, Yanked Up
no
Studios. If
problem.
you're not following Yanked, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get
I
over to
know.
Yanked Up Studios, Yanked Up Podcast, and follow his ass. Come on, shut up and take shots. Melanie, Phil, you know I got nothing but love for you, so gin it up while singing some Johnny
Nice.
Cash.
At least some good
Yeah,
music. All
give me a
right.
second.
Nice. Lincoln, Nebraska is the highest city right now. That's true. 420 Snoop Dogg in Lincoln at PBA right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for Lincoln. Good for
Right.
Lincoln. Nice.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The spaceship arena that is PBA.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
pour
I'm gonna have to
this
mix this shit.
So I got a shot. Now, if you may. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Keep singing. Keep singing.
The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Woo! I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of
That
fire.
fucking gin.
The ring of
Fucking
fire.
gin.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The
Nice.
Ring of
fire.
That was beautiful.
I changed octaves a few
Great
times
job.
on that one.
I wonder
I don't know if
why.
he did it on purpose, but
It
I
was
say he got so
not.
much looser after that shot. I
Well,
don't know what the
50
difference-
star
let's-
social.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
was epic.
say,
Yeah.
as somebody that does sing a lot, Jin sticks to the vocal cords in an unusual way. Oh fuck!
Oh, Tony's got the Hawkeye gin.
Yep. I gotta chew through this bottle first before Hawkeye. because I already.
I know. I'm trying not to drink all of it because I'd hate to deprive you of.
I guess I got to do I got to do a review of Beefeater sometime now. I guess, but
we don't want to do that mid-show. Let's make that a special occasion.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to tonight or any night, really.
I mean, if you want to pour yourself a dram of Beefeater gin, be my guest. Who am I to stop you from getting what you want?
I'm cool.
Real quick, there was a comment that is a great segue into one of our opening stories of the night, just to get everybody all loosened up. Yeah, I got a couple just to loosen us up. Giggity. If you want to pull up Lynn's last comment there while Phil was singing.
Oh, sure thing. Hang on just a second. Where'd he go? Right here. This song is about gonorrhea.
Speaking of gonorrhea.
Really?
Well, okay.
We're kicking this off the right way. Mississippi is the nation's chlamydia and gonorrhea capital, while Nevada has the most syphilis cases per capita, official figures reveal.
These are one of those instances where your state doesn't want to do we're number one. We're number one. Like, yeah, this is one of those few instances where you don't want to ace that test. Oopsie daisies. Good Lord.
Health officials in Mississippi blamed its high rates on a stigma around being infected and getting diagnosed. How is that a stigma? If you get infected and then get diagnosed?
How does that? But
how is that a stigma?
Well,
no, that's not a
folks
stigma.
Ain't
it's just
hopping
an
in the
unfortunate
folks
circumstance.
Like, let's be frank. It's now, people. This is something that I have been an advocate for a long time. There's a prophylactic called a condom. And it stops the spread of certain diseases. Now, I know, we were having a hard enough time getting people to wear masks just a year ago. And but some of these crotch demon diseases don't go away in 2 weeks, and they stick around for a while. So, safe sex is something I always advocate for because
abstinence. They said poor health coverage and higher rates. Yeah, I know, right? And higher rates of drug use were to blame for the high rate. So drug use and poor health care. In Nevada, experts had previously blamed its rising hookup culture and surges on anonymous sex via apps. So it's the internet's fault now. And then overall STD cases in the U.S. dropped in 2020. The latest figures are available from officials. Fucking Daily Mail, get your fucking editors in line.
Oh, come on. We all know that the quality of fucking writers is so fucking low.
Oh, it's bad. Like, yeah, like I'm betting without much effort, any one of us three could become a writer to a fairly prominent website or newspaper without much effort. Now, let's be frank. Nobody left the house in 2020.
Yeah, that's where this one's disturbing.
Let's be honest here. People were going a little crazy on
like what they say here
2020, like because it felt even more wrong. Like you're violating things, like and you're taking your life in your fucking hands every time. Are you kidding me? That's the kind of thrill people fucking live for.
I know.
And so 2020, for those who weren't on the dating scene, it was quite a time.
If you get your rocks off because of dangerous one night stands, like 2020 was your fucking year.
It was really something.
Holy shit! I can feel COVID all up on my crotch. This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
stick that COVID in me. Yeah.
Cough on me, daddy.
Oh no! Pull that mask harder.
Yeah.
Will you cough in my face?
Sanitize me, baby.
I wish half of that wasn't true. Oh god. I seriously avoided.
I can't fault you for that, Melly. Like 2020 was horrifying for a while.
Well, so here it says experts warn that it was likely an underestimate due to interruptions in surveillance sparked by COVID. Figures for America's 50 states came from annual surveillance by CDC. Yeah, the CDC needs to know. Yeah, baby. Have you been tested for gonorrhea?
Chlamydia test.
Baby, you need to go get a test.
Got the crotch goblins dripping.
These cases are common. STDs in the motherfucking house.
VD test, baby.
Mississippi is the chlamydia.
Now let's be frank. We know what
Gonorrhea capital.
these are all being spread by like that one dude Cliff and that one chick Sandy that just get around a lot. And this is all because of Cliff and Sandy, to be frank. It's like they're
Cliff
the
and
ones,
Sandy can't just boink each other. They've got to
or
branch
at
out
least
when they're on a
cover
break.
it up. Now, this
Right.
is true story. The names have been changed to protect the, unfortunately, not so innocent. But back in college, I knew a guy who, and this is, again, why you cover up, folks. He was bragging about like, well, you know, he found out he had been diagnosed with VD. But because it made him sterile, it was like wearing a condom. And I was like, except for the fact that you're spreading, except for the fact you're spreading VD all over the place, you dumb fuck. Really?
STD,
Like,
baby.
no, that's
Yeah,
not a
like-
good fucking.
I may have like gonorrhea, but it's okay because I got a purity ring, so like I'm pretty much good now.
Jesus Christ. They baptized me
We're
in the
fucking back and
river.
forth in the chat right now. Lynn or Melody said, I seriously avoided dating in 2020. Lynn, I avoided dating too. Being married will do that. Lynn, marriage puts such a damper on dating. I know, right?
I don't know about all that.
So in case you were wondering how your state falls with chlamydia rates reported by cases in the United States and territories in 2020 per 100,000, you get to see your number there. Iowa is beating Nebraska, fellas, but you were tied
Well.
with South Dakota.
This will not stand.
All right, we need to get Cliff and Cindy
Sandy,
here.
Sandy, you got to
Sandy
bump
and
them
Cliff.
numbers up. Them's rookie numbers, girl.
See if we can get them to do a weekend in Omaha and really
Dude.
bump them numbers up.
Guam's beating you.
Oh fuck no! All right, so we got to book.
No,
we got
okay,
to
that
book
I could
international flights.
That I
for
could
fucking
see.
Cliff and Sandy.
It's warmer there more of the time.
How's
People are
Georgia
just
doing?
generally fucking more where it's warmer. I
George
can
is
see.
kicking your ass.
Oh man.
Well, again.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
And apparently Ron DeSantis is doing something else right, because he's
Jesus
not only
Christ.
beating back COVID, he's beating back chlamydia.
Don't sleep around in Alaska. They got 696. I think that's number 2 in the country.
Well, okay, you got to figure. They're
Where do
trying
you
to stay
think
warm.
Sandy came from?
They're trying to stay warm, all right? Like, it gets chilly there. You got to huddle up.
Yeah.
Missouri's at 518. Yeah.
That's it?
Kind of middle of the pack, yeah. They probably don't report it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Another reason to avoid dating. Like, yeah, this is why
That is a
Tinder is
risk.
such a popular thing.
That's why I always advocate so hard for safe sex, and I can even be sometimes a little insistent on it because, like, well, fuck, people lie.
Phil,
I don't know if you know that, but yeah, people will lie.
Glock.
What's that?
Your idea of safe sex is a Glock.
I wish
Loading
that
it.
wasn't. Like,
Cocking it,
don't worry. If anything
cleaning it.
if anything comes, baby, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
Metalheads don't report STDs.
Meth
Meth
heads.
Oh, yeah.
Big
Big facts.
Yeah.
All right.
So
All right, this
glove
is
up,
sexy.
folks.
I'm
That's
so
a good-
glad we started off with such a hot topic.
Yeah, no shit.
And ladies, insist that they do so because you might just be hopping in the sack with Cliff.
Got a gonorrhea flare up.
Oh yeah. Because, you know, let's
I
be
just
frank.
killed this music. God damn it.
Nobody wants the giving tree. It's like they just get done and then, you know, you might want to go get yourself tested. The giving tree. Yeah, that's
Take
That's
my
not-
branches, build a house.
The
Oh,
give
by
it
the
to me
way,
tree.
I've got chlamydia.
Time to go get tested.
Testing every day. Testing's not a bad thing, all right?
Another
Let's-
200
let's-
stars coming in from Melanie.
Let's not stigmatize getting tested, folks. Like, if you're out there and you're single and you're not, just if you're doing the dance with the two backs and all the the thing with the pudding and Jello pop,
Get your Biden fucking mask on.
no, God, no, not yet. Look, if you're out there dating and you're fornicating with more than one person, look, don't be afraid to get tested. Like that's how we get these numbers down. It's not a scary thing. It's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing.
Folks, there's an uptick in,
as Martha Stewart said.
There's an uptick in STDs right now, and you need to go get tested. Okay, we're going to send 2 tests to every American's home.
We're going to mandate an STD test across the
country. We're going
to
mandate condoms.
We're going to mandate okay.
If you're not wearing a condom when you walk into a restaurant, you will be asked to leave. You can take it off when you sit down, but as soon as you stand up, you got to put that condom back on, okay? Because STDs are flying through the air right now, so it's super dangerous out there.
That's not how it works, Jack. I'm here to tell you the big facts. Listen, pull that number back up, Mr. Rooster. Pull them numbers back up,
Mr. Rooster.
Come on.
All right, here you go, Joe. Here you go.
All right, can you zoom in on that at all?
Okay.
Yeah. Let me.
Whoa. Okay, Mr. President, what states has Hunter been in lately?
All of these.
Look,
Yeah.
Hunter has specifically been in Idaho, Colorado, and is that Utah down there? Let's go with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
all
look,
of those cases are
he's-
from him
he's
then?
as clean as it gets. This kid's always gotten tested after a nice long weekend of Bible study. All right.
How does he
I
test,
assure
Joe?
you.
What's the
that?
test look like?
The test, like you go through a drive-through and they put a little swab up your nose,
Okay.
and then in like 48 hours you get back positive or negative, and then you got to quarantine.
Okay,
but
so what kind
how
of
does
test was Hunter doing?
Look, he did some spelling bees, I think, one time. I watched him do that at the elementary school. One time he took one of them political compass tests. Turns out he wasn't as left leaning as I'd liked. So we did drop him on his head a couple of times, and that fixed the problem right quick.
Oh, well, yeah, there we go.
Gotcha.
So,
Oh,
well,
my gosh.
I'm just wondering if
Parmesan
when you
test,
go to
that's right.
see him doing his tests, is he taking his own blood draws? I just figure that might be a part of it.
I don't trust anybody more than I trust Hunter around a needle. Look, I have him draw my blood all the time. He do my urine tests. He does my skin tag tests. He does my stool sample tests. Look, this kid is a whiz, and I might even appoint him to head of the FDA. Like, that's how much trust I have in this kid.
All right, we got some comments rolling in here,
Oh,
Joe.
no.
We got to cover the stump before you hump.
That's a fact, Jack.
Melanie says, Tony, please don't give us the talk.
Biden. No, that's what we need. Joe Biden giving a talk on the birds and the bees. That's so. Joe Biden,
I want to debunk this little myth right here, right now.
Right
You're
here, it
fake
says-
news.
It says
Wesley
DC.
4 on TikTok, you're fake news. The only reason that's so dark, look, these are just facts. The only reason it's so dark is because it's such a small spot. If you could actually zoom in and see how much we flourish in DC and how pure and how good we are, you'd see that it's not actually a dark spot. It's actually the brightest of spots because we're as pure as it gets.
So, Joe, how about the out of 100,000 people, it has the highest rating with 909, beating out Mississippi for gonorrhea.
Okay, look, the Clinton years were not our proudest moments, all right? Like, it happened. Let's all just move past it, all right? It's in the past. We can forget about it. Akuna burrito, or whatever Simba said in that Lion King movie.
Lynn asks, does Hunter do Parmesan tests?
I wish he wouldn't, because I got to clean that shit up all the time. He's always leaving little mountains of Parmesan everywhere I find him.
Ooh, and is he digging through the trash after you throw it away, Joe?
I mean, look, where he sleeps is none of my business. I gave him a nice room. He prefers the dumpster.
Now, Joe, you are the current inhabitant of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the
President.
nicest
Best
way of
one
putting
ever.
that.
Yes.
Most popular ever. Yeah.
Yes.
800 billion. Strong.
Pretty much.
Facts.
And you're afraid of the Easter Bunny?
And don't you dare dispute it. But now, Joe, this is, because you are such a role model. This is your chance to really explain something important.
Joe,
I mean, you're talking about.
There's nobody there.
No, Joe, over here, Joe. No, Joe. Oh God, no, he's
shaking hands.
Hey, Joe, how are we doing?
Oh,
no, Joe. Yes, look into the camera. There might be a young person to sniff if you look through the camera long enough. I know, Joe. That got you excited. Okay, down boy. Now, Joe, this is your chance as the president to explain to all the young people in this great nation the birds and the bees, because that's what we really want to hear from Joe Biden here, the current occupant of Pennsylvania Avenue, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's what they really need, is Joe Biden's version of the birds and the bees talk, because you got to realize, Joe, so many people look up to you that, this is really
so many
better than a parent's birds and bees talk, really, because it's coming from noted lover of children, Joe Biden. So we figured that this would be a perfect opportunity. So, Joe, the floor is yours.
Give me just a second. I got to go read a pamphlet. I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay. All right. So the birds and the bees.
Do you think his handler said, get off the screen? Don't answer this question. Probably. Or did the Easter Bunny come running in the room and tell him, hey, come this way. Don't talk to these people.
Or he's having to find out how that actually works.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
That is a possibility. So, yes, the most popular president in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Now, keep in mind, his Supreme Court nominee that he nominated to be the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court couldn't define what a woman is. So, the fact that Joe couldn't tell you the birds and the fucking bees from his asshole from a hole in the ground shouldn't really surprise folks.
Nope. Melanie says, not birds that look like bees or bees that look like birds talk.
Yeah, it's
that makes total sense.
And the thing goes into the thing, the thing.
Okay, so look, I read Brown Bear, and I read The Hungry Caterpillar. All right, both tremendous. I think Oprah's going to have them in the book club here in the next coming weeks. I highly recommend. But what I gathered, so what happens is you take a man and a woman, and whether or not they like it or not, eventually they've got to start adjusting their genitals, because otherwise it's just gross. You can't look, folks, unless you're willing to destroy your body for the sake of wokeness. Are you really even American? I don't think so. And unless you, what are you laughing at, KOE? Don't you laugh at me. No birds that look like bees that look like birds, as long as there ain't no goddamn bunny rabbits. You're shit out of me. Anyway, look. So the hungry caterpillar, it goes up to the bear. The bear's hibernating, right? It's all winter long. This thing's holed up in a cave somewhere in D.C., right? And the hungry caterpillar, it wanders into the cave. It gets all snuggled in, and then the stork comes in. It makes it a menage a trois, three-way. Bill taught me that one. And then all of a sudden they get into a big pile and they do this little wormy dance. I don't know if you ever seen somebody get tased. It kind of looks like that. And then here, like 9 months later, a little baby's born. And it's not my place to tell you what gender that baby is. We'll wait and find out once it's 5 or 6.
They just guess, right?
Right. We just guess, make sure it's wearing gender neutral clothes. And then once it's 5 or 6, it can tell us what it wants to be. And that's the birds and the bees. And those are facts, Jack.
Here you go. Got another one for you about the birds here, if you want to read that one, Joe.
Birds don't have hair. They got feathers, you fucking idiot.
Jesus.
Even Joe Biden knows that.
Let's say that might be the first coherent thing Joe said in a while. Well done, Joe. So
another one for you, Joe.
We've all.
Look, the age span of a bird is a lot longer than that of a human. So, let's not get into semantics here, all right? I got a thing though. I'm gonna go
Consenting
read.
age is semantics.
Look, I gotta go read Goodnight Moon. I'll catch back up with you gentlemen later. All right.
All right,
All right.
ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
President Joe Biden.
The current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Joe
Yeah.
Biden.
Mm,
That happened, folks. So
that
yes,
was fun.
we all grew.
Yeah. So with that, it did bring up a good segue into, when he was talking about shoot needles in arms. And did he actually talk about that? He just brought up Hunter, didn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, I could see where you could get that thought process.
Yeah, that thought came up because of that. Anyway, that brings us into our next quick story here. This will be a fun one. This is one of those ones when we all know the conspiracy theorist guy that just took it too far, right? Not too far, like storm Capitol too far, like too far, make his own medicine too far.
Oh God. Yeah, that was actually a really fucking in-depth, like angry debate between Vosh and Demon Mama about like homemade medicine. And even I was like, Demon Mama, don't do things that make me agree with Vosh, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Yeah, that one was bad. Yeah, but okay. I'll read the headline here.
Go ahead.
You get into it. Bizarre moment, anti-vaxxers who's railed against COVID shots injects himself with aged urine after touting it as virus. Wow. Okay. Hey, we've got
Mini Joe.
We've got a mini Joe Biden.
Hey, look, he told you 9 months later, maybe the process was expedited a little bit.
No.
Give him a wave.
So wait, is that Hunter Biden's kid that he had?
Run!
Anyway.
Well.
Hey.
So chicken,
Children.
continue, sir.
Anyway, Phil read the headline. Christopher Key can be seen injecting a syringe filled with his own urine into his arm during a video call with alternative health guru Dr. Edward Group. Key and Group both believe that drinking or injecting one's own urine is an antidote not only for the COOF virus, but for the vax as well.
Oh my God.
Key was recently arrested in Alabama for trespassing at a Whole Foods while on a road trip. He pledged to citizens arrest Democratic governors on the way. Group's medical background is limited to chiropractic certification.
I was about to say, this guy is like an InfoWars bingo card. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, this guy
Nutmeg is a hallucinogen.
Like, Jesus God.
Hang on. Okay. I just want to read the headline again real quick. Make sure I'm grasping this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, let's go back up. Yeah, I know. This is great.
Tony,
moment, anti-vaxxer who's railed against COVID shots injects himself with aged urine after touting it as a virus cure.
Yeah, you pretty much just blew any credibility.
Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
Had, like,
he's got video.
Because, like, no, I don't want to put that weird thing in my body, but let me just inject my own piss into me.
Is
like,
it his own piss?
What the fuck is wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, it's his own piss.
Are you sure? Can you prove?
I'm sure
That's what he's claiming it is, anyways.
Do you
That's
have
what
a
he's claiming
label,
it is.
sir?
Now, Tony,
I don't
you know
think
what?
you do.
I'm having
you cannot verify that is indeed his own piss.
Source, fact checker.
Cite your link, sir.
Hey,
No,
you're not a
no.
scientist. It's not like you could tell
If
anyway.
I may, Tony, you're gonna get a kick out of this.
Okay, this is the guy. Like, can you vaccine police with a badge? Like,
oh, God.
God.
Tony, I immediately
advice
had
from this
a
dude?
flashback to Lyoto Machida.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least
he used to drink
Lyoto
his own piss.
Machida had the balls to, put it in his body the old-fashioned way by drinking it. He didn't have to turn into a junkie to get it back inside
drink
himself.
it like a man.
Like, yeah, what a fucking weirdo. I don't care what fucking theory you got. That's fucking weird, and everyone's gonna look at you like you're
It
insane.
is weird.
So we got like vaccine. I'm guessing this is a party with shots in the vaccine vial, whatever. And maybe it's a Halloween
now everybody
party
at that
in
party's wondering if
garage.
they. Now everyone in that party's wondering if they drank a little bit of that guy's piss now.
Yeah.
And they
That guy
folks,
looks like somebody I want medical advice from. He'll probably give me some pot and some LSD, but
if I may, every one of you who attended that party, I can assure you from the bottom of my heart, you absolutely drank some of that guy's piss.
Everybody at that party, yeah.
Yep, every one of you did.
This guy probably helped.
Oh, he knew about it. He just enjoyed it.
Look, you can't really judge it unless you know what he'd been eating.
Yes, I can. I'm going to judge it harshly. I'm going to judge it repeatedly.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the guy with the syringes earlier.
Yes, Tony, I can judge it. I will
He's
judge
got
it
a
repeatedly
Mustang.
and harshly. If he's injecting himself, there are some people you should just judge. And this is one of them. Okay? And you should judge him harshly. Why? Because he's injecting himself with his own piss.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
That's like
no.
You can't judge. Yeah, you can. And there are times you should judge rather harshly. Okay.
I was kidding. I was just trying to make a joke about did he eat asparagus?
Sorry. I had one of those okay, wait a minute. No. Let's now this whole court is out of fucking order. What the fuck is wrong with this weirdo?
There you go.
Take it away.
So this is quotations from this brilliant man, the vaccine police himself. The antidote that we have seen now, and we have tons and tons of research, is urine therapy. Okay. I know to a lot of you this sounds crazy, but guys, God's given us everything we need. He then declares with an audible exclamation point that he has been drinking his own urine for 23 years.
Fuck you, Jesus!
Wait, hang on. 23 years? How old is he?
I don't know. He kind of looks.
If he's 23, that's.
He ain't aging well. He ain't looking good.
Right. I think that's important to the.
I'm sorry, but dude,
I don't know. He's pretty buff.
One of those things you should have just kept to yourself.
Depending on his age, I don't know. If he's 60, he looks good. If he's 40, he looks terrible.
Now, Lynn would say, well, this is terrible. Not if you fucking age it like this weirdo did.
It's not whiskey or wine. Aging it. What the fuck is the point of aging it?
This dude is insane.
Other than the point of putting it back in your if piss was supposed to be in your body, don't you think we wouldn't have a reason to get it out?
You know, Tony, that sounds like something that might actually make some fucking sense.
I'm just saying, it's considered a waste, and we have a function to get rid of that waste. Why would we want to put it back in the body?
I was about to say, when I'm sick, taking a couple of hearty pisses,
nasty motherfucker is right.
Taking a couple hearty pisses and a couple of really big shits really makes it feel all better. Apparently, this guy takes that shit no, wait, I gotta shove it back up my asshole. What else is this guy doing that he's not telling the fucking public?
Of course, it's a V6. Of course it is. He cares about the environment, and that's why he's not peeing in the toilet.
It's like a mid-90s Mustang too. Those things were pieces of shit.
Taking his piss, he is jarring it, and he is aging it, and he is putting it back in his body instead of disposing it with a wasteful toilet.
Tony,
of course it's a V6.
Pull that picture back up. Because we went to high school with a kid, he will remain nameless, whose parents were so afraid of the power of a V6 Mustang that they actually pulled the engine out and had a V4 fucking 4-cylinder engine put into the Mustang, and that is what this motherfucker is driving. 4-cylinder fucking Mustang. I'm not.
They made 4-cylinder Mustangs.
No, you have to get it made custom, and he's got one with less power. And I'm saying he has
some shitty ones.
Because no, that's awful. So no, I'm not even giving him a V6. Don't even fucking.
Yeah, I know, Brandon. A V4.
I know.
Phil's a car guy, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
The only shot to take is piss and vinegar.
Or gin. Yeah. Tyler, where'd you go?
Yeah, there was 200 stars from Melanie earlier. What were we doing with that?
That's right. We do have 200 in the kitty.
Another 300, and I'll sing another song.
Or another 300, and Chicken or I will take a shot.
Yeah. Options, folks.
Not about piss, though.
I do have a beer here as well, if anybody wants to make me chug.
Ready for the next one?
Damn it. That's too brilliant.
I bet the Mustang runs on piss too. God, oh my God, if we could figure out a way to make vehicles run on piss, like public restrooms.
Not a hydrogen
Public
engine,
restrooms would suddenly become fueling stations. How amazing would that be?
I'm just gonna
Dude, it would
say,
suck for diabetics because we got sugar in our
The
pee.
guy who
Like
made
it's like
Ninja-
putting
Look,
sugar
there
in
can
your
be a
gas tank every
subgenre
day.
of cars for diabetics.
You guys remember the guy who made an engine that ran on water? They just straight up killed him.
Yeah,
They didn't
allegedly
even
in a video game that didn't happen.
Allegedly.
He was never real.
allegedly
That was fake
winky
news.
face, winky
Yeah, I
face,
don't
because
want to
none
touch
of
that
us
one with a 10-foot
want to.
fucking pole.
Yeah, none of
Another
us want
200
to
from
meet
Melanie.
the same fate.
Oh, that's 400.
Oh, we got
What
some
did
coming
Brandon
from
do?
Corb coming in. Let's see what it is after. That's another
300.
300. So you're up
Shit.
to
That's 700.
700. So you can
Another
pull
300, and I
together-
have to take a gin shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
We're almost there.
what's the goal here, folks? What are we going after?
Melanie and Brandon need to work it out.
You
Gotta
can
work
cut
it
you can
out.
cut bait now and make Chicken or I take a shot at 500, have 200 left over, or you can go and make Phil take another shot of gin for if somebody else wants to dump in 300.
And as Phil says, you ain't got the guts.
And
You
this
ain't
is a
got the
good time.
balls. You ain't
Oh,
got the
God.
temerity. I ain't
I was-
got to worry about
I
it.
was about to say this is a good time to shill the 3rd annual Andre the Giant beer drinking challenge.
Tell him
third
about it,
annual.
Tony.
My God, if you're not already, get your ass over on Facebook, like Big Buckin' Empire. Go to the event page, Andre the Giant 3 Beer Drinking Challenge. This is a big one, folks. All the proceeds, all the star donations, and anything else that comes in donation-wise, everything 100% we will be donating to charity, specifically the Wounded Warrior Project this year. So you have a reason to watch, you have a reason to participate, and you have a reason to be invested. We're going to start hoarding this thing out more and more in the coming weeks as soon as we get all of our ducks in a row. Make sure we'll get invites sent out to everybody. Make sure you're liking the page, liking the event, ready to go. But yes, it's an audience participation event. It's a fun deal. We do this every year. And every year we get more and more beers down. Let's see together.
What did we hit last year? How many beers did we get last year?
I'm afraid to look back and find out, but it was...
We killed our old record. It was like 180
I would say, I think
almost?
we were... I want to say we were
in the
just shy of...
170s.
Okay.
Yeah, we were shy of 200, but not by
Okay.
far.
Woo, another 500. Jesus
Oh,
Christ. So
shit.
we're up to 1,200
That's another
stars
1,200.
So-
Corblick wants me to drink. All right, so take 500 off that. That leaves 700. What do you want me to do? A shot or a beer?
Another 700, so another 300 from somebody out there, and I gotta take a shot of gin, but I ain't gotta worry about it because nobody's got the fucking temerity. It ain't gonna happen, folks, because the Big Buckin'
now. I don't know.
Empire,
My phone
it's
says
not
there's
united
Damn
like
it.
the KOE Nation is.
my phone says
Shot.
there's a star party right now. What should I do with that information?
Whatever you can.
What
All right.
bad.
Oh, there.
Well-
I'll fill that last gap for us all.
Wait.
What did you just do?
I filled the gap so Phil can join you on this shot.
Oh, you filled the
you
gap?
I filled the gap.
All right, Phil.
Wow,
Let's,
that's a
here.
dad
Let's
joke
just
and
get
a
real
half.
cozy here. Chicken, would you put on the sexy music
Yeah.
for us?
Oh yeah. Big Buckin' Empire, baby.
Where is it? Oh yeah, Big Buckin' Empire, and it's a Hump Day special, spectacular extravaganza. Phil KOE coming in hot with his second gin shot, and Tony fucking G about to do his first. Pour this bitch.
All
up.
right. Gin versus gin. This is like Double Dragons.
Oh god. Oh, way too much. Oh
Oopsie
fuck.
daisies.
It was
Well,
almost
too
a
late. It's in
Russo
there.
pour.
It's in there.
Damn it.
All right.
Clink.
Clink. To fighting,
Cheers.
stealing, and drinking. If you're gonna fight, may it be for a friend. If you're gonna steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're gonna drink, by God, it better be with me.
Woo! It's like 7-Up. It's delightful. What's wrong, Phil? What's the problem, buddy?
It's like pain in a glass, okay? That's what it's like.
Oh, but it hurts so good.
God.
Choke me, daddy.
Gotta take a drink of tea after that.
Somebody say choke me.
Just in time, chicken.
That was perfect.
This is appropriate.
Oh my god. Inappropriate.
Emotional damage. Yes.
Oh, damage.
God damn it, that was terrible.
That was amazing.
Melanie, and I was just beginning to like you.
Oh, Phil.
I kid. We love you,
Ah.
but god damn it, that's
Oh,
Tony. Don't
so
do that to yourself.
good.
Your fucking
All
tongue
right.
deserves better.
I have a couple other stories. It's up to you. Do you guys want to power through a couple other ones before we hit Flat Earth and TikTok?
Yeah,
Let's
let's do
rock
it.
it.
Yeah. We've
right,
got
all right.
some stories on the ticker. We better address all of them before we get into
This is one I've been wanting to talk about. And actually, Tony, Phil, either one of you, one of these days, I want to actually pull up this video and like just review it and shit on it for an hour, because I think we would get some great content out of it. Because of all people, Jon Stewart, we all had hope. We all had hope. We're like, oh, Jon Stewart's back. Jon Stewart's back. Yeah, maybe he'll be funny again.
No,
Maybe-
temper those
naive.
expectations,
He
Maybe
people.
doesn't have
politics?
the same writers, and he's trying to
maybe-
appeal to a
Hang on.
different audience.
First and foremost,
maybe,
when did
please,
Jon
God, please.
Stewart
Please,
leave the
God.
Daily Show? Jon Stewart left the Daily Show in 2015. That's 7 years, okay? 7 years he's been off of television. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with The World, but in the last 7 fucking
The
years,
flat one.
the flat one, the last 7 years, the world has changed drastically in terms of culture and acceptability and
Politics.
cancel and politics and
Well, yeah,
pretty
I
much
mean-
fucking everything. So I'm sorry, maybe John's a little rusty, but the world that Jon Stewart is coming back to is not the same world he left when he handed the reins off to
And
one of
he's
the
not
dumbest, bigoted piece of shits in the world, Trevor fucking Noah. I hate you.
Okay, this
Oh,
isn't
God.
about Trevor Noah. Let's not change.
Well,
change.
yeah, like
Just had
I
to
was
get
just
that in.
gonna say, like, I'm gonna bring it all full circle, because Jon Stewart, when he left the Daily Show, we were all like, oh, we miss him so much. We miss his unique views, the way he looks at the world and how things go down. Oh no.
That's
That would be you,
500 from
Chicken.
Lynn, who hasn't taken a shot yet.
That would be
All right.
you, Chicken, and you need to take a shot of LTD, that beautiful
you
Canadian
cunt.
whiskey you
All right,
love
I'll
so
be right back.
much. But when he left, we were like, God, we're gonna miss him so much. And then Trevor Noah showed up, and yeah, he was a steaming pile of shit. Like he did not land for the
Phil.
longest
You're saying
time.
it past tense. Still is.
When he lost his clapping seals, he became more up. Now I gotta say, like, just personally, like, I have something against Trevor Noah. It's like my daughter watches Trevor Noah all the fucking time, and I'm like, but at least she's at least somewhat informed on things, so we can talk about it. So I've kind of like I've got a love-hate relationship when it comes to Trevor Noah. But then Jon Stewart comes back and makes us think maybe the Daily Show would be better off just sticking with Trevor Noah for the time being. Maybe Jon
I
Stewart
have
coming back to
not-
the show wouldn't be a good idea.
I have not even broached the idea of seeing Jon Stewart, because like this for me was like Jay Leno coming back, stealing the Tonight Show back, except he hasn't gone to that extreme yet. So
That's
I
right,
I,
you
I
did
had
do that,
tempered
didn't you?
expectations about this. I'm scared of it, and apparently so is the rest of the world. Chicken, how's that shot?
Yeah. Ready?
Shot.
This good old LTD, best Canadian whiskey money can buy
Oh God.
on clearance.
Nothing you just said is accurate.
The review for that's going to drop in a few weeks here, folks. I think it might be next weekend, actually.
That'll be a
So
fun one. All right, cheers.
it's one of our lowest rated spirits of all time,
Oh God.
and it shows in Chicken's face. That was
Holy
painful.
shit!
That hurt
Oh,
me.
did it get worse?
That hurt me from across the Missouri River.
Oh my god!
That I could feel that
Oh.
actually.
Mm.
I think like
Taste all that Canadian goodness.
Oh.
making people drink that might actually be a violation of the Geneva Convention and the UN Human Rights
LTD
Council.
stands for lick turds to death. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. But yes, when that review drops, you're gonna like it, folks. You're gonna have to subscribe to KW Nation on YouTube to see it.
Fuck.
But it's really
Just
I
ruined
think
my-
everybody's quite familiar with KOE Nation because I just realized about 30 seconds ago we've been rolling with the KOE Nation logo this entire fucking show.
Oh, beautiful! Like why? Like
Sorry,
that's
Phil.
the
I
way
know
it
you're
needs to be.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
Torblick
It was
enjoyed
awesome.
that. Thank you.
Yes. Well, we all did. We all
Now,
did.
hang on. Are we still like?
I'm still trying to get to a Jon Stewart story, but
That's fine. I'll let you have the floor in a second. But I think we do still have some stars left over from that shot that I did, or did we?
no,
you
I filled
that
the
up.
gap. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and I had to take
everything's good.
Yep,
All
we're
three of us
square.
have done a shot now.
all
So
taxes paid.
it would be 1,000 for myself, 1,000 for Chicken, and 1,500
15 for Phil.
Okay.
All right. Whew.
Jon Stewart. He sucks in 2020.
So his new show on Apple TV is called The Problem with Jon Stewart. I love this the article title. The problem with Jon Stewart has a problem with ratings. Oh,
that's literally the picture I used for the thumbnail. Was from this article.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So whatever, a lot of people don't have Apple TV or Apple TV Plus or whatever, so I'm not surprised. They did re-up for another season, like, and this is actually, I believe, was the #1 unscripted series on Apple TV in October, which I'm pretty sure it's still scripted. It's just not like sitcom scripted.
Yeah, there's a difference.
So, but I did notice he started dropping chunks of his show on his YouTube channel to help promote the show and promote Apple TV. So I knew that ratings were a problem, way before this article. But the problem that I had wasn't necessarily that, like, not necessarily that Jon Stewart's back or anything like that. Like, he had a couple of good. What's up, John? Yeah, fuck Apple TV.
Yes.
But Jon Stewart had a couple of good takes where he was like shitting on mainstream corporate press and shit like that. So I was like,
been good at that.
yeah, I was like, oh, all right, cool. It's like the old Jon Stewart. And then he did a couple of these half woke. He didn't go full woke. He did a couple of half woke takes. Well, hold on. The first few episodes were just like half woke takes. He just like dipped his foot in the pool. Like he didn't jump in. He was just like dipping his foot in there to make people happy. And then he had this fucking horrible fucking, like, 3 white people come on to talk about racism with him. And 2 of them were woke as fuck. And one of them was a famous kind of guy that was not well educated on the situation. You could tell the cuts were bad.
What, like Bill Maher level?
Well,
like
they had the guy. Shit? They had the guy come in on Zoom and just belittled him the whole time and pretty much called him a racist and a bigot the whole fucking time. And you had this fat white
glad
chick.
I came on here.
Yeah, you had this fat white chick that's sitting there trying to talk about how every single white person is a racist. And it's like, and she doesn't explain, like, it's one thing, but like, okay, if you want to give me that premise, you want to tell me that every white person's racist, tell me how. Go. And she, like, it doesn't happen with these people. They're elite. Yeah, there you go. There's your McDougal and your Hawkeye Jen. What happens in these shows is you get these rich white people that are like Harvard educated and think that they know better than everybody else, including the race that they pretend to be standing up for. And they themselves are racist, and they'll admit that. Oh, there you go. And this is the one with the shotgun barrel. Yeah.
Well, like I'm suddenly reminded of, it's a classic Chad Daniels bit where he's trying to pay a ticket and he was on the phone with somebody previously and his line gets disconnected. He calls the same station, gets somebody else. Well, this other person was helping me. Well, and the lady goes, well, thank God, there's only 8 of us here. Is there any way you can describe her to us? And he goes, well, she's black. And she goes, sir, that is racist. Well, I can tell that you're white.
Yeah. Nailed it.
So yeah,
nailed it.
Like, sorry. And the
well, I would have started with she's a she, but that might have offended her.
And I liked the ultimate punchline from it is like, I'm not being racist, but when she couldn't find my ticket on the fucking files, I said, well, maybe the speeding ticket fairy paid it. And she went, baby, There's no speeding ticket fairy. Now, I'm not saying every black person talks like that, but I'm saying 0 white women do. So,
Yep.
like, yeah, that was the ultimate punchline of that. But yeah, so
That's fucking
that
great.
you'll see that a lot is folks like, yeah, people getting offended on other people's behalf.
So, like-
That's the
But like
cornerstone
Chicken
of
said,
wokeness.
like Chicken said, like you could feel him like dipping his toe into the wokeness. Like again, this goes back. He's
Oh, he
been
went
off
full in
television.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if he's full in, like, okay, but he started with dipping his toes in, and now he's full in. Again, yeah, he's been gone for 7 years off of television, and now he's on a very specific platform that I don't know what Apple TV caters to, because of course I'm not watching that shit. I'm assuming it's probably pretty fucking woke in terms
Other
of
than
who's
this
actually
show,
watching
can
it.
anybody name a show on Apple TV?
I didn't even
No.
know that that was what it was on.
Yeah.
I actually had Apple TV for an entire year, and I
'Cause it was
didn't
free?
know it. Yeah, well, I got it free with my iPhone, and I
There you
never
go.
used it until they were like, "Hey, by the way, your subscription ends, and we're going to charge you next month." I was like, "I have this." It's just like
Yeah.
cancel. Like, fuck that. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has-
So
John
now,
Svetzi says it has a Highlander.
oh well.
Oh wait, he's not even
Islanders.
sure. He's not even sure about that. Never mind.
Now,
Islanders
is
are
it
great.
the old Highlander, or is it going to be like
Yeah.
a new woke Highlander? That's
I'm
I'm pretty
gonna
sure I
just
can
be
watch it on
awful?
YouTube. Though.
Now,
I
Yeah,
don't
let-
like the idea of old Jon Stewart trying to become hip new Jon Stewart basking in wokeness, because
that's exactly
disgusting.
it. Because you got to realize he doesn't have the same writers from the
That's
Daily
the third
Show.
Highlander
Um,
reference tonight, by the way. Guys.
And the other thing is he's coming back, and he's not going to be able to grab the same audience like the people he
Yeah,
needs
'cause
to
it's
be
not the
appealing
same
to
audience.
is like us, people
Yeah.
our age. But no, he's trying to grab that 20-year-old
18 to 24. Yeah.
woke
No,
person,
Jon
and
Stewart's
he
best.
went a little too hard. He pushed a little too hard. It didn't really
Yeah.
feel to be honest, to me, it just doesn't feel genuine. It feels like he's painting on the
It's
outrage,
forced.
and he's
It
doing
is
what I
forced.
like to call outrage trolling. And he's like even Cory Booker, when his interview with Jon Stewart basically goes off, and fuck white farmers, they just think people are trying to take from them, and fuck them. And like me as a white farmer, I'm kind of like, wow, well, fuck you just a little bit. Jesus, really? And even Cory fucking Booker is like, okay, John, you're getting a little too woke for me. Cory fucking
Cory
Booker.
Jon
Okay,
Stewart has
like,
always been
It had to be a moment he
satirical,
checked himself.
but he's always been satirical to a fault. Like regardless, like forget the writers and forget the platform that he was on, which was Comedy Central, which was obviously left leaning and still is today. But he always had a specific delivery, and he always had a specific demeanor, and he always had a specific, when he wanted to get an actual point across, granted he's left, but when he wanted to say something or convey something with some actual conviction, you could feel it. This isn't that. This is not that. And he
had really great monologues that brought it full circle. Great.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was very persuasive with his monologues. It was great. Yeah.
And that's not what this is. This is him trying to get back the last 7 years.
Did you guys
and
watch
he's not going to be able to do it.
Did you guys watch the "Let's Talk About Racism with White People" thing that he did? I sent it.
No.
I sent you the YouTube version of it. We have to sit down and watch it together.
I
But like,
I
you're
would
right.
rather,
When it
I would rather
sounded
watch
like
any video from Big Buck and Empire than watch
I agree.
Jon Stewart's fucking whatever about racism.
You guys nailed it on the head though with his like, it feels like this isn't authentic. You watch that halfway through it, it just feels forced. It's like he's trying so hard to believe the bullshit he's saying. Like, it did not sound like Jon Stewart. It did not feel like Jon Stewart. I was just like, oh, this is so bad. It's so cringe. There was one guy
Like
on that
Walter
panel
becoming
that was
Gunther. You just,
there
you
was
don't
one
get
guy
it.
on the panel that was all like, yeah, I don't want to be racist, and there's some things that we could actually help, with black
Butch.
kids in inner cities. And then everybody looked at him like, what? You're like, well, yeah, maybe kids who grow up with fathers, and we help these like poor areas and these inner city problems. Like maybe we could lift people up. And the fat white chick that's fucking just prestigious, she's like, oh, and like scoffs at it. I'm like, no, that's a real problem, lady. Like, don't scoff at that. Because
now-
kids don't have dads, your feminist bitch fat ass doesn't want to actually fucking stick up for black people now? Fuck
well,
you.
Chicken, tell us how you really feel. I think
we
you're
gotta
holding
watch
back
it.
a
I
little too
fucking
much.
that whole thing pissed me off. You want to see
No,
me
I get it.
triggered? Let me watch that fucking thing.
Oh boy, howdy! Well, folks,
I
it's
think
Go
the
ahead, T.
problem.
Hey, you
with the
got a
rating-
free rant, folks. No.
Wow, exactly. Wow.
well. Now the thing
Damn.
is, like, a
Fire
two-parent
in there.
household is always preferable for any child. Like, that's always the preference. But now let's get real here, folks. Anybody who's ever had a relationship not work out at any point in your life, even if it's just like your first high school girlfriend, you can understand why that can sometimes not be the most feasible thing. Well,
And
why did they
sometimes
not
those have
stay
to
together?
end.
Boy, howdy, how much time you got? So it's an
Yeah.
unfortunate reality of our current now. Fatherless homes is a fucking real problem.
Real problem.
Children that don't have because I don't know what the fuck it is. Kids just have this weird yin and yang in their brain. Like, even if they don't have a father, if they got a grandfather that they can talk to or something like that. Like, and like even Joe Rogan had a bit about this where girls need fathers and sons need mothers. It's this weird yin and yang in our minds, and it's you need somebody to fill that role for you. And it was
Until
part of
about
his
30,
Kardashian bit.
then you need the opposite.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. There are stages to life.
yeah, true. Isn't puberty fun? No, it's
So,
not. It's awful.
I feel
Yep.
like
Lynn, you got a free cunt rant. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like the whole problem here with Jon Stewart is he saw the writing on the wall. He's looking at the way that like all of politics is being run now. He sees the heavy left.
Well, does he
the
want to
hand
run
of
in politics?
the hand of God right now in politics is the Democratic Party, and he is trying
Preach.
to appeal to the woke left. And that's not going to get him longevity if he actually wants to remain on television. If Jon Stewart wanted to come back to television, whether it's streaming or network or what have you, if he wanted to actually come back and have the same kind of impact that he had when he left in 2015, the target audience that he needed to go after was Chicken or Lynn, guys who used to be Democrats, but once they saw what the party had turned into, like, Jesus, I don't want to be necessarily Republican, but this isn't cool. And you thought like a guy like Jon Stewart would come along with that. And he's had these moments in the past where you're like, he's saying the truth. He's speaking the truth.
He's saying the shit nobody was saying that everybody wanted to hear.
Yeah, and that was what made him so likable and relatable. Like, we understand hypocrisy.
Lynn's still in the
saying-
chat. Lynn, tell me if I'm not wrong, but wasn't it like we used to talk about this all the time when Jon Stewart was like at the height of his popularity? We used to say we were Republicrats. Like because
Republicans.
Yeah, it was like, but it was kind of the Jon Stewart thing where you know you were like, hey, look at the left, hey, look at the right, they're all fucking crazy, but hey, they're good here and they're good here, but they're all fucking crazy. So it was like, yeah, you're a Republicrat.
Now,
I like
guys,
Lynn's like, never used to be a Democrat.
Don't you
Fuck
dare call me.
Don't
The
you call me
Republicrat-
no goddamn Democrat.
now, if I may, this is gonna. This is nice.
I like that.
They should provide true marriage counseling as a class to seniors in high school.
I like that.
You know, yeah, just
Let's just
general
get that shit out of the
relationship.
way before you ever.
Dude, you
fucking
want
get
school
serious.
shootings to go on a ride?
Oh my god! No, don't say that. Oh,
Okay,
God damn it,
okay
Chicken.
then. Well,
Christ.
you know,
Am I
folks,
wrong?
it's
That
been a
might-
great
no, I'm
run.
not saying
I'm
you're
hoping
wrong.
you're
I'm just saying that
enjoying
might
this
be the
final
one.
broadcast of the Big Bucking
That's
Empire.
the one.
Yeah, this.
I've
now,
said
guys,
I've said that on other shows. We've gotten away with it.
Guys, this is
Alright.
a thought that I've been bouncing around my head for a few days here, and I want your thoughts on it. And it's only tangentially attached to this, but because you
I'd
guys
probably
talk
get
about
a C cup myself. I don't know that I go any bigger than that.
okay, good to know. But this is a little different thought here. Because Chicken,
Totally
you're talking about the
taking it serious.
Republicrats and the moderates, and Tony's always been very moderate, and it's always infuriated me. And it finally occurred to me why
Really?
the other day. And I want you to just give me a moment here and just come along this journey with me.
Oh, the cool kids.
Moderates are the enemy of real change. Moderates are what stop real change from happening. Because think about this. When we were ending slavery in this country, the abolitionists' greatest enemy wasn't the slaver directly. It was the modern who said, no, 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 no. We don't have to abolish slavery. We just need to reform the institution of slavery to make sure that the slaves are beaten and raped less. So that we don't need to get rid of slavery. That's too extreme. And so it's always the moderates that are always the greatest enemy of change. And this is a thought that I've been bouncing around my head for a few days, and I'll let you guys
Phil's answer to moderates: conform, damn you. No, so Phil, I don't know if I would go as extreme of an example as you just gave. I don't.
It is a heavy hand. It is a. I'll give you. It's a heavy-handed example, but
you think?
It was a little too heavy-handed. It loses persuasion because it's not realistic. Like
that's exactly what happened in our country. It's a perfect persuasion. It's just
no, that's not what happened, because everybody said fuck all the normies. We're still going to go to war. Most of the normies just sat off on the sidelines and let everybody fight it out and see who won and went, okay, they're our new government now. Okay,
there we go. Yes, we'll
so
online there, and then we'll bitch about it.
It had to go to war rather than just
because the normies wouldn't pick a side.
It's going to go to war.
Always going to be that way.
It's always going to go to war.
I hope that's not a spoiler alert. He just said, "Nope, sorry. You get enough bad blood, it always goes to war."
Oh, shit.
I hope that's not a spoiler alert. Jesus. But yeah, so that's just a thought I've been knocking around my head for the last few days. And I think to consider.
It's I don't know, for you, Phil. I know it's like you want me to, like. Here's the thing, like, you can watch back. We're on episode 135, and anybody who watches,
and you should watch every single one of them.
You absolutely should. If you actually
don't watch episode 1 though, it was bad.
Okay, start at episode 2.
It's unwatchable anyway.
4. It is. The audio's fucked. Yeah. So yeah, after 134 episodes plus a whole bunch of COVID episodes, like, you could watch this and you could watch my stance on almost all political issues that we talk about. And most people would probably still to this day accuse me of being a Republican, unless I absolutely have to put my foot down and say,
Tony. Tony. 2 years ago when we started this show, most people probably saw you as a left center. Now they're like, he's a righty.
Oh, no, because I didn't know.
No, in 2 years' time, that's the change that we've seen.
No, absolutely not.
Because that was pre-COVID. That was way pre-COVID.
Oh, Tony hasn't moved his politics, but the Overton window in our country
that's what I'm saying. Everything's shifted.
That's the difference. Like, the culture around me has shifted. Like,
anybody to the right of Noam Chomsky is now seen as a fascist to most people on Twitch. Yeah. And like John says, yes, the first episode is
like,
always
even in the first
podcast.
year, even in the first year of the Trump presidency, I'm like, look, I was just being like honest.
No,
like, hey, look, I don't think it's as bad
people
as
should own tanks and cannons. Yes.
Yes.
I was about to say, like, what a lot of people don't know is that at the time of the Second Amendment's ratification, it was actually perfectly legal for private citizens to own warships capable of leveling entire coastal cities. So, actually, there's been other instances in our nation where people were much better armed than they are now.
I'm probably cool with people not being allowed to own warships that could, like, level.
Well, our current president keeps thinking
you. That's my reply.
Our current president keeps doing this whole, like, you shouldn't have 30 round, 100 round magazine. You shouldn't have these bullets that can shoot. What the deer wearing Kevlar?
Biden, you shouldn't have your fucking finger on the fucking nuclear button that you don't even fucking cognizantly aware that it's even there.
Yes.
I'm tired of the Kevlar thing, though. This Joe Biden, like, keep doing this. Were the deer wearing Kevlar? Like, no, fuck you, dude. Like,
you don't even know what Kevlar is.
Biden,
who was the guy?
What the fuck? Why can't we have AR-15s? You gave the fucking Taliban fucking so many M4 rifles that they're practically a fucking party
and
favor
Apaches.
over there.
If the
now.
fucking deer have Kevlar on, can we at least get some on our fucking soldiers?
Well, you gave
don't need to be overseas.
You gave Afghanistan a bunch of Apaches. Like, the least you can do is give me an RPG.
Top priority.
Who was it? I'm trying to think of the guy went to a Nancy Pelosi, like, she was doing an anti-gun, like, speech or whatever. And she was asking the crowd questions, and she got to this guy who's a gun rights activist, And she's like, he goes, ma'am, why do you feel the need for me to not be able to protect myself? And she goes, why do you think you need 30 rounds in your gun versus just say 7? And he goes, if I had a gun with 7 bullets and a gun with 30 bullets and somebody's pounding down my door and I don't know what's on the other side of that door, which one would you pick up? And she goes, do you really think that way? And he goes, yes, ma'am, I sure do. It's like,
I mean,
yeah, but like that was the realistic answer of like,
yeah, no, that's
he
the
answered
honest
it
answer.
perfectly.
That's the correct
This
answer.
is just from my own personal time at varying poker games. I've talked to people that have been in firefights in Iraq and Afghanistan and in other varying live fire moments. And I've never encountered anybody who has been in a firefight who wants less rounds rather than more afterwards.
Right.
I've like it's always they want like capacity is king. They want as many fucking bullets as they can squeeze into that package as they possibly can, because bullets are options. Because it's not just a matter of firing at somebody. There is times that cover fire is very valid. And if you just lay down cover fire, your loved ones might be able to escape to a different area. Okay, like there's a reason why you want several different bullets. You want as many as
the Nancy Pelosi's are going to try to make the argument that like a potential home intruder is not the same as being in a firefight in the midst of war. Well, actually, it is, because you're talking about
if they're returning fire, it is.
Yeah, a high tension situation where you don't know what the outcome is going to be, and you don't know what your enemy is about to do to you. You want to have the upper hand. You don't want to be left underwhelmed. Like that. It's completely ridiculous to say that people.
And
neither
is he for several years. So yes, security clearance. Yes. Well, the problem is the greatest security clearance you can possibly have is in the KOE Nation, and you have to subscribe to it on YouTube in order to be cleared. But yeah, in terms of the Second Amendment arguments, it's always something that's very near and dear to my heart, because to be honest, Second Amendment advocacy was kind of the point of entry for me into politics. And like I knew like these topics would eventually come up, and it's something I always find fascinating that I've had this discussion on many panels that rights are the necessary conditions of one's proper existence, and being able to repel a threat to yourself and others is a necessary condition of your proper existence. So any government that would violate that right is just basically wrong. And
so are the people that advocate for the rights or against your rights.
Well, like to that, you kind of have to look at people who do that the same way that if you like show up to a very backwards society, like a very, very isolated backward society where they don't allow the women to learn how to like read and do mathematics. And then you talk to the women about that. And then they say, the women themselves even say, well, it's a good thing that we're not allowed to read or do mathematics. Hang on, because they have such heavy societal propaganda that they actually lack the capacity for informed consent at that point. And so people who advocate for taking away their own rights, I view in much the same way.
I've never thought about it that way, because like every time you try to get me on these Twitch panels or come talk to these people, I'm like, I'm not going to argue with somebody I don't know or care about and let them like tell me what rights are up for debate and which ones aren't. I'm like, fuck you. Like, no, like that's not up for a discussion. I don't know why I'm going to partake in that. Like, I'm not going to give you the floor. But when you put it that way, it kind of puts it on a like, yeah,
kind of gives you
educate people.
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what it does to it, but it makes it a little bit more fun to where you can almost be more of a troll at that point.
Is that a
yes, that is a drum set. Yeah, it's my son's drum set.
You mean you can't like drop a banging drum solo for us?
I can just do basics. Like I used to play trap set in like junior high, and then they wanted me to play piano. If I could continue band, and I was like, we can't afford piano lessons, and my mom's not going to buy a piano. And they're like, well, then you need to pick another instrument. And I said, no, I don't. I can just quit band. So I did.
Dude, pianists get all the pussy. Okay, you should have stuck with.
No, they don't.
Sure, they do.
No, guitar players get all the pussy.
Come on, the pianist.
Drummers get the hookers. guitarists get the roadies, and yeah, the lead
Bassists
singer,
get the
lead
get
guitarist
the
get
20
all the
years
actual
past their
pussy.
prime, smoking
Yeah,
outside,
yeah.
like, hey, is that you on the bass? You wanna
Wait,
come
you're a
home with
bass
me?"
player. Why are you even talking to us? Gross. Yeah, and that's why when I was in high school trying to get a band together, I wanted to be on rhythm guitar because you do like 10% of the work of the lead guitarist, and you get at least like a
But without
third of the
you, it
fucking
doesn't
girls and
work.
pussies. Well,
Yep.
like here's the thing. Oh, here's my big move for the night. There we go. That was my big fucking motion for the night.
Penis get pussy, not pianist.
Pussies
All right.
get fucked by dicks. Dicks can also fuck assholes.
Brendan Roy in the house. One last story before we get into our main
Yes,
topics
let's do it.
of
Let's do it. We
the
gotta get
night.
there.
Because we're fucking hour and 20 minutes in.
Hour 20.
This one should go fast. CNN Plus fails with new live streaming service with less than 10,000 daily viewers.
This was the funniest goddamn. Like
We've
when
got
I
a revolutionary
first
wrestling
saw-
podcast video with more views than that.
When
So-
I first saw this ad, I thought it was a joke.
I got some numbers. I don't know if it posted in here. So they spent about $250 million launching CNN Plus, and with their current
Money well spent.
subscriber base, they're looking to get 8 million back a month.
You know, now I've heard chicken.
Wow.
I've heard that Musk has offered to buy it for $43.
And that's a bargain, man. Yeah,
Oh no, he's
It's
giving him a
Steve
hell of a
Harvey
deal.
there.
He's way over fucking shooting the value.
So
Like
There-
I can't
was
understand
so much-
this.
there was so much on this. They hired an evaluation firm that helped with the launch of this and what they should expect and how this whole launch is going to go. And they spent this $250 million budget on advertising to launch this and prep all these shows and get all this shit together and go all crazy with it. And they said that they were expecting to get some ridiculous of hundreds of millions or tens of millions of subs on the first month of the launch of this. And it was dude, it was New York Times has 10 million subscribers. You think you're gonna get more than the New York Times in 1 month?
They didn't even explain what it was that you're going to be subscribing to.
Oh
here.
yeah, it was the worst advertisement
This is
campaign
this is
ever.
just hey, what exactly was it that they were trying to market here? We're gonna
They were marketing fake news, but
Control.
we're gonna take our logo that you're used to seeing, and all those awesome streaming services that everybody else is doing, and they add that little plus symbol. Yeah, we're gonna do that too.
they're gonna be like, "Hey,
Okay,
if
so
you
what
think
do I
your
get with that?
credibility was shot before, pay us some money and it'll be more shot."
Is this
I'm sorry.
is this the WWE network where you can watch Monday Night Raw from the fucking 90s? You can watch a CNN Crossfire episode from
I was
fucking
about to
10
say,
years ago.
if they just
Or is
replay
this
their
just
OJ
hey,
coverage, they'll probably get better ratings.
Well, I saw
Yeah.
one person was like, "Hey, I will pay the $3 a month for CNN Plus if I can make sure I never see Brian Stelter."
That's fair.
Oh,
that's
that's-
fucking
It's
fair.
yeah, that's a
customizable
deal.
experience.
I'm just trying to figure out what is the actual extra content. I still don't understand what more.
Old
Oh,
OJ
oh.
stuff.
Are you
Uh,
getting the B squad of CNN?
No,
Why would you pay extra for that?
I think there's a cooking show from one of the news hosts.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
No.
You want to learn how to cook from
Oh,
some
great.
asshole that feeds you
Okay,
fake
so
news?
they are trying.
So you're
to...
gonna take 2 cups of flour, you're gonna put 1 cup of sugar, and then you're gonna put 2
And then you're gonna
tablespoons of white privilege, you racist.
And then
I
you're gonna
like
get
how
COVID
they
and you're
all
gonna go
have a
isolate in your
northeastern
basement.
accent. No, God damn it, Chicken, Tony, you both just kind of hit on it. What they were trying to do, and this is what the fucking people in the news have been wanting to do for a generation,
Don Lemon
is they want to make themselves personalities that you follow. You're not just the person that you listen to get your news, but you want to hear, what does Brian Seltzer have to think about Budweiser or something? Because you got to realize something.
They're in
Keep-
their
keep
own
this in
bubble,
mind.
though. God.
journalism has changed as a profession over the last 50 years, because 50 years ago, journalism was a blue collar job where you were just hey now, like this was a very common phrase. Nay, now the press has a right to know.
Yeah.
Okay, the people
Yeah.
that were actually trying to get to the bottom of shit. Now, journalism is the children of incredibly rich and powerful people having vanity careers that they can talk about, like, hey, like Anderson Cooper. He's a fucking Vanderbilt. Okay, his real name is Anderson Vanderbilt. Fucking
Runs around talking about
cabal
people's white
born and
privilege.
raised. Okay,
You're like,
so yes, like not just white privilege, cabal privilege, which is the greatest privilege of all. He
Instead
fucking
of
has the
digging
great.
up the truth, we're covering it up under a pile of shit.
Exactly.
a lot of
and
people
it's
died to
been
make
known
him
he's
rich.
been a
Yes.
fucking CIA asset since at least the 90s. So,
Yes.
like, these are the people that are journalists now. They are the children of the ultra wealthy elite. Now, being a journalist is like a sign of prestige and class when it used to be blue collar. And what's happening the
It was
next
lower
step,
than blue collar.
the next Pokemon evolution is they want you to, like, well, what's Brian Seltzer think about this restaurant? What's Brian Seltzer think about the Super Bowl? They want to become influencers like you can find on Twitch and everywhere else because they're fucking jealous.
Except for their phony elites that nobody actually cares about.
So, other than
Doesn't matter how
cooking
many times you
show-
tell them that,
Like,
they keep
the-
coming
the-
back. It's like
the-
a Hydra. You cut the head off and it just keeps.
Well, the Catch Me Outside girl. How about that?
God,
She's
that-
like
yeah.
worth $61 million. You know what? I would listen to her before I would Brian Stelter. Like, I just
Well, yeah,
because
she's
she's probably more authentic and real than that fucking fat dweeb that's fucking had the most white privileged
Bad
life
Barbie
ever.
has a fucking OnlyFans. Does Don Lemon? Does Brian Stelter? Didn't think so. He's got CNN Plus.
Yeah.
And
We
ain't
need-
nobody
we
getting
need-
nudes off of CNN Plus.
We need Cuomo. That's
No,
it.
don't fuck
Jesus,
you.
no, we really don't.
No, I got a boot chicken.
Stop it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was about to say chicken. We fucking
He's gotta go.
we bound
gotta
Cuomo.
go.
We bound Cuomo to an amulet and we banished him to another realm.
That was-
Do not speak his name again, lest he fucking gets
He's
unleashed upon the
Cthulhu, and
land
we got
again.
rid of him last year. How dare you, sir?
I was about to
I'm
say,
just-
How
God,
dare
people
you.
wanted to make him president.
What
All right.
was the impetus of this?
Let's wrap
What was
up
the
CNN
idea?
shit.
What
we-
extra bullshit did they
Chicken,
actually
CNN's
think people
wrapping
needed
itself
that
up
they can't
by
get?
itself
How
quite
many
well.
channels? How many channels right now does CNN have on network television? How much more content
One
do
is
people
more than we
actually
need.
fucking need? How much extra content do they need on demand from CNN that they can't get
All
in
of
a
it.
24-hour news cycle on their shitty channel? Jesus Christ, this is the
Again,
dumbest fucking idea ever.
One is more than we need.
I vote less than that, like by 2.
Folks, it is getting to be that time of the night where we break into
Yes.
the top tier stories.
I'm gonna
of
try to
the
share this
world.
again in
What
a
are you
group.
sharing?
I'm trying to share the stream because I want a flat earther to just wander in so badly.
That'd be nice. But now, like, before we move to that, one last thing,
Oh
Chicken.
my god.
Remember on CNN how they have the doomsday tape, Near
Yeah.
My God to Thee, where if the world's going to end, the last CNN employee is to play this tape, and it's some state military band playing Near My God to Thee, which was the last song that was played on the Titanic as it was sinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's Ted Turner's So, folks, if you want to hear that, come to the post show. There's a little preview.
Well, Phil, I wanted you to. We were going to make another intro, which actually that kind of makes more sense. That should be our like final outro if the world ever comes to an end and we do a live
Yep.
stream.
True.
The bomb one, yeah.
It'll probably be our fucking highest rated one. Well, it's the end of the
True.
world. Jesus,
Yeah.
there's like 6,000 people here. I guess y'all are kind of
What was the name? What was the name of the song?
Near My God to Thee.
Atomic Power.
Atomic power. was given by the mighty hand of God. Hand of God, atomic power, atomic power.
Coming
was
to
given
a
by
Russia
the mighty
episode
hand
in
of
the future.
God. Yes, folks.
Once we're all commie bastards, I can't wait.
Tony, of course, the moderate would do better read than dead.
We're all gonna die anyway.
Anyway,
fuck
couldn't
you,
help
Phil.
myself.
You just want me to kiss your Republican ass. Fuck you.
Anybody
You'll come around eventually, T. Don't worry.
Anybody in the
we got
chat?
a space open for you at headquarters.
No, you don't.
Anybody in the
Flat
chat?
Earth is real. Flat Earth
There
is
it
real.
is. There it is. Anybody in the chat who wishes to talk about debate for or against flat Earth, send us a message, and we can get you in here as we are just going to admittedly shit on everything for probably the next 20 minutes.
But I did promise, if you are a flat earther, we will give you, so long as you don't break terms of service, we won't fucking interrupt you. But we will give you uninterrupted 5-minute opening statement for your flat eartherism here live.
Absolutely. I want to hear the best fucking arguments possible.
Yes. So flat earth people, if you're here. Now, I'll be honest, flat earth was actually the first thing you guys ever brought me on for. The first episode I ever appeared on the Dog and Chicken Show, and it was really the grand re-debut of Phil KOE in the political realm. Flat earth has always fascinated me because to me, it's a brilliant way to troll really smart people. Like if you start bringing now how do you know the earth is really round to like the Mauricio Kakus, the Neil deGrasse Tysons, the Bill Nyes of the world? They'll be like, what are you just what are you just no? And so it is the most brilliant way to troll incredibly smart people because it is bullshit. Like I'll just go ahead and say that. And to me, it's very, very simple. I've had
Tony's like, I'm not drunk enough to talk about flat Earth.
Exactly.
Now, anybody that's into target shooting as a hobby and gets really deep into it, you find out that once you get past 1,000 meters, something very fascinating happens. In your calculations to land the target, you actually have to start accounting for the curvature of the Earth in your calculations in order to actually put the bullet on target. Now, the thing is, what happens is flat earthers will go, well, there is a slight curvature of the Earth, but that doesn't mean that it's a sphere. And my immediate response is, well, progress. So it took me it took me all of 5 fucking seconds to get you to concede that the Earth isn't flat. So you've already moved to flat to a little bit of a curve on top of a flat. So is it going to take me 5 minutes to get you to concede that it's a fucking sphere? Because that calculation works everywhere.
Real quick, so Tony did get his beer chug.
I figured
300. But Phil, to answer your question, I can make flat Earth work and your theory work. The Earth is still kind of flat, but it's more like a donut.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck you. No, god damn it. This is the second time I'm booting Chicken from his own stream.
Chicken's like, god damn it, stop it.
No, like at this point,
Chicken's like, we're all
that answers the curvature of the Earth problem. It does.
We're all admins.
I'm not drunk enough.
So
for
it's
this.
like
Hang
Supreme
on.
Court justices trying to fire each other. Fuck you, you're fired.
All right.
Fuck you, I'm back. I'm not fired.
God damn it.
Damn it, no, I'm not fired.
Fuck you. How about we just zoom in on you?
That's what I did.
Taking us out.
I didn't. You did. Whatever.
I didn't do shit.
Thanks,
Maybe you are
Appreciate
drunk enough.
it.
Drink.
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi, ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi, ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi. Well, fucking done.
Yeah.
Okay. He just liked the stream. Okay.
Jesus
I heard Corn
Christ.
Pop was a bad dude. I was like,
I said one time deal. Don't get any ideas. Jesus Christ.
And welcome to the show. John.
Yes!
Svedezi.
Welcome.
I have made it to the show.
Made it for the dirty, flat Earth. Awesome. The important, hard-hitting topics of 2022. This is where it's at. Flat Earth. And Earth Day this Friday. It's coming up. What do you got, man? I'm excited.
Earth Day? I mean, I remember celebrating Earth Day as a kid back in school. You know, we made little macaroni, you know.
Heather's like, no, who let him on?
Yeah, that's right. I'm done.
So,
She doesn't know
so John.
Corbett, 300 more stars coming in.
Oh no, you are here.
Give me a few minutes, Corbett, just because it's you.
Okay, so flat Earth, right? Flat Earth.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about.
Hey,
flat
John,
Earth.
real quick,
Yeah.
check your mic settings. It sounds like you're on your webcam.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Just on your software with the with StreamYard. It has its own settings on there. Sometimes it doesn't link up with your computer.
And while he messes with that, folks, we are here with the great John Svedezi, who is a comic book artist.
Svedezi?
I'm going to get it wrong like at least 15 more times. Sorry. But
oh yeah, way better. Way better.
There you go. You got it.
So we're here with an amazing comic book artist, and just like, you know,
amazing.
Guys can. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, as a farmer, I'm gonna put it in about as farmery terms as I can. This guy can draw like a motherfucker. All right,
There you go.
True.
So there we are, and so that is how I introduce you to the Nebraska audience here.
Yes.
And now we are discussing the flatteriness of Earth or its lack thereof. So, John.
Well, I appreciate that, Phil. Thank you very much. That means a lot coming from Nebraska. So
the flattest goddamn state there is.
I don't know how to take any of that. Oh no, my wife is texting me. I love you.
Get the fuck off of there, John. Now.
I love you, but you suck so much. She called me the Tom Brady of podcasting. Yeah, I'm sorry, Annie.
Brendan got him drunk.
no.
Did you just do an episode with Dads Worldwide?
Brendan got him drunk. No, I actually was. I was talking to Brendan earlier. We were brainstorming about this new show that I'm launching, the Basement Reload. So yeah,
Nice.
he was helping me out with some episode ideas. So
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on flat Earth?
I you know what? It's funny because I don't subscribe to conspiracy theories normally, but it's hard because it's like sometimes I watch TikTok videos and YouTube videos that I'm like, all right, you know what? That kind of makes sense, you know? And it's just like it's
hard not to get sucked into those when you stumble across them like that.
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of like, all right, you know, I've seen videos like behind the scene videos of Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong where they say that you know, like they'll vehemently like deny, you know, like any interviews and landing on the moon and, you know, any, you know, questions about what was it like being on the moon. Like they don't want to talk about that, you know, and it's kind of fishy, you know, and it's kind of like they never even left the Earth to begin with. And that's the kind of thing that the flat earthers kind of say is that you can't really get, number one, past the dome, so to speak. Okay. And then you have those people who say that you can't get really past the asteroid belt. I forget what it's called, between the Earth and the moon.
Oh, like the toposphere.
Yeah. So, you know, and to top it all off, and then you have those people who say that that human beings cannot survive the radiation from the sun without the filter from the Earth's atmosphere. So, you know, there are a couple different reasons on why, you know, leaving the Earth, number one, would be false. Okay. So, and then you have, and then I'm going to take it here where you have the religious people who say about the creation story in Genesis about how God talks about the firmament. Okay, and about how the flat earthers talk about the firmament above the sky, and how everything above us is water, and so it's just I don't. That's just it. I don't know. And I kind of subscribe to both sides where
There's nothing wrong with being agnostic, no matter what Phil KOE says. Phil
No,
KOE
I'm
is
just
not
thinking
the
like,
be-all, end-all.
don't tell some evangelical Christians that the earth might be flat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to be fucking talking that shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
late that night or early the next morning. So like that was my first like, oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Some weird
No.
religious cults will pop up. A bunch of people will
yeah,
die.
for sure.
Now, in terms of the radiation thing, Elon Musk even talked about like, yeah, the gamma radiation, I believe is what it is a really big problem, but you have to put a barrier of water between the sun and your craft. So basically, like, imagine like everything's in a big tube and you just have a ring of water that you put around the living quarters, and that actually blocks the radiation from hitting you.
Really?
But now that in theory and according to the scientists, but that raises the question of, what about the dudes that were walking around on the moon and shit about
that's
as
what I
thick
mean.
as my coat here?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to say that we didn't land on the moon. I'm not going to say that because I want to be able to continue to stream. But what I am going to say is that it is within the realm of the possibility in perhaps an alternate universe. There we go. An alternate universe in a video game.
There you go.
Yeah.
That
In a video game.
during a Cold War, a major world power might tell a fib.
No.
Yeah. See,
I know.
That was my thing. That's always been my thing. Like I know when we talked about conspiracy theory, we did a panel show on at least a year and a half ago, and that was my one thing. If we did land on the moon, I feel like we probably landed on the moon way before we actually admitted we landed
everybody
on the moon.
Died, and we didn't
exactly. It was not a resounding success. If we actually got there, we probably sent 3, 4, 5, a dozen other ships up there that were just doomed to die before we actually said, "Oh, there's one."
Now
small
here's the
step
other
for
thing.
man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, look at all.
It might not have been us. There could be the bodies of cosmonauts up there.
And that's
like,
it had to be puppies and sunshine and rainbows, and it had to be boring. It had to be boring. So look, of course they didn't tell us the full fucking scoop of what they found up there, regardless if they went there or not. That's not the point. If they did, and I believe they did, and I think we probably got there before we actually admit to it, and I think when we did get there, there's a lot more going on there than we would even want to admit.
What about aliens on the dark side of the moon, Tony?
The dark side of the come on. It's just I don't believe in the dark side of the moon. I think it's just the back of the sun.
Okay. If I were gonna like make the movie of we faked the moon landing, the movie, like this would be because this would be the most likely alternate reality. So Jesus. The Russians, desperate to fucking win this moon race, fucking send a rocket all the way to the moon, just like they did with Laika, the rocket dog. They just sent him out into space and let him die out there.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt for a minute that they would put a couple of cosmonauts on the moon that knowing that they're doing a suicide mission, there's no way to bring them back. And when it was done, they realized, fuck, we can't go to the public with this. This is we can't. And then America's like, fuck, we got to put some people on the moon immediately. And then Robert Evans, movie producer Robert Evans, comes into the scene. No, wait, President.
No, it was the director from The Shining, wasn't it? What's his name?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yes, but Robert Evans was also a big time producer.
He hit all the clues in the Shining, exactly.
Basically, any pretty woman that was in a movie from like 1972 to 1989, Robert Evans pounded that chick at one point. So he was just the fucking Mac Daddy of fucking. So he walks in. Now let me tell you something, Mr. President. Why would you spend all this money? You don't need to send cosmonauts to space. You're in America. You have Hollywood. And then they just fucking, come on, we've got entire studios we could dedicate to this. We're shooting a space picture every week. No one will even know. And I'm like, yeah, so that would be
starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. Like, of course, Robert Evans is just coming from the Eyes Wide Shut mask sex party, and then he comes to the president, who also came from the Eyes Wide Shut mask sex party, but from a different door.
This has
and
not
then,
gone the way I expected it to.
Yeah.
But so that would be the moon landing, the movie, if you were going to make a movie about it. But I could see it, but at the same time, you can, like, there's been people who've tried to do experiments of like bouncing lasers off of the flag on the moon and stuff. Big Bang Theory did an episode about that, which totally means it's true, and it happened if Big Bang Theory fucking covered it.
The biggest argument was you've got to consider the time frame of the actual moon landing, 1969, and they're like, look, if we had the technology to actually fake the moon landing, why would we think for a second that we actually allowed Hollywood at that time to have that much technology to be able to do something that impressive?
Right.
Like, of course, if we had the ability to do it, we would not let the public or Hollywood be able to do the same thing that we could do with that. So, but now we're caught up. Like, now technology, now filmography, now shooting a film has come so far. Everybody day to day, literally with the thing that they carry in their pockets, are capable of doing incredible visual things at the drop of a dime with something that they carry in their pocket. So now it makes perfect sense that nobody would believe. And we will get to a point in history, in this society, where nobody believes that we actually landed on the moon.
Well, I was going to say, like, Tony's got the editing power and just the ability to do crazy stuff with memes. He could edit, John, he could edit you, Chicken, and me into the moon landing if he wanted to. And he would make it look like it was fucking convincing. Like, and that's where we're at.
And
like,
add Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels, fucking, and Andy Dick were who landed on the fucking moon.
Yeah, but I mean, this is 1969. You know, this is 1969. Like, supposedly they say that the lunar lander had like the technology equivalent to a Casio watch. You know, so
by today's standards,
right. You know, so
I could redo a Casio watch and land on the moon.
You can go to the moon, Chicken.
The transponder had just barely been invented, and we didn't really know how to use it. Data was still being collected on tape at that point. So computing power was like this.
And by the way, they lost those
more
tapes.
Powerful than any fucking computing power that your forefathers ever had.
So those are convincing arguments when you think about some of that stuff, and that's why these things do continue on to be a big topic of conversation. Is when you think about it, and you're like, is that a complete can I differentiate reality from that and go, oh, maybe that's not real. Maybe China never made it to space. Maybe Russia never made it to space. Like me, like what? Holy shit! Like, you start asking some of those questions, and you're like,
I totally fucking bet China never made it to space.
It's funny because
North Korea tells their people they landed on the moon.
Every time I hear China talk about like a lunar landing or some space mission, you know, I'm listening closely because I happen to think that they have less filters than the United States.
Do you think Elon's rockets really land?
Do they have to land?
It looks so goddamn fake.
I think it is fake. I think it's fake.
Yeah, but we've been groomed to like we've been watching Hollywood movies about how we assume rockets land and whatever. Like, we don't know. Come on, like you can't take preconceived notions of how Hollywood thinks rocket ships work. You can't take anything that a movie suggests how things actually work, because we look at this every day. Like, a movie can get picked apart
bit by bit by bit by somebody with actual
Dude, I'm
knowledge.
talking about a
in the
movie. I'm
field.
talking about fucking his weird ass fucking rockets that land
just
on their
saying, like,
fucking
yeah, but
goddamn
you've
and this
been
fucking little
ingrained to
fucking
think of one way of a
like
rocket
100
ship
foot by
landing.
100-foot pad in the middle of the ocean. This thing can fucking land perfectly on him and fucking
Yeah,
I'm
and
just
if
like,
you've
holy
watched
shit.
the first couple of landings that they recorded,
All right,
the camera conspicuously goes out at the moment of landing.
Well,
then
and a
comes
couple
back
blow
in.
up too, which you would expect. Like, okay, guys, we got to blow a couple of them
Well,
up.
I
Okay?
mean, John, come on. It's 2022. We should be well used to cameras cutting out right when they need to be on, like Jeffrey Epstein
come
and his
on,
guys.
guys. Yeah.
Or that,
Video game.
or that new shooter in the subway, the fucking camera
Yeah.
cuts out right before. Like, we should be well used to that. The camera cuts right at the moment where it could prove something.
Right.
Oh, Tony's ready for his chug.
No, I'm not. I just want to get it done.
And then flat Earth memes are coming, and then we still have TikTok. Fucking
Yeah, we got to talk about this. Here we go.
Ziggy zag,
It's just a beer. Do it.
Ziggy zag, oi, oi, oi.
There it is. Oh, baby.
Oh, well done, T. Well done.
Ah.
Well done.
So
I think we've established that even if you believe the moon landing's fake, you probably don't believe in the flat Earth.
No, that's the thing. I do want to make mention of that because that's the thing.
No, it's a donut.
Fuck you,
chicken.
God, I hate you. God damn you. Look.
How about you just
why
go
are we
stand
doing
reptiles in the middle of the earth.
rock and roll?
Here, can I share this story real quick?
Okay.
Well, they did have Godzilla in the Hollow Earth in the last Godzilla movie, which was too funny. It's like, dude, this thing from the fucking conspiracy theories is now just in a Godzilla movie.
That's the donut. That's the donut theory. Is it mixes flat Earth and the donut thing? Yeah, whatever.
With the donut.
Anyway, flat Earth. How a 19th century meme turned into. I don't know how this turned into TikTok. Strangest conspiracy theory.
Because TikTok's popular. There you go.
It's they're like buzzwords. Okay. Anyway, of all, I do like how this opens. This is actually kind of funny. Of all the conspiracy theories in history, QAnon, the fake moon landing, the belief that Katy Perry is somehow John Benet Ramsey.
Wait, what? That's a new one? I've never even heard of that.
That's been around for a while. Yeah.
And Avril Lavigne's not Avril Lavigne.
Now you're making me think there might be something to that. Like, God damn it. Like, totally not real. Don't look at that. Look at it like, really? Oh, God damn
Anyway, perhaps none is as ridiculous and outright outlandish as flat Earth theory, the archaic belief that the Earth is flat and not a globe. I love how they throw the archaic belief. As centuries of research have determined, may seem like a silly fringe belief, but in recent years, thanks to advent of social media, flat Earth theory has gained increasing prominence and has even been espoused by prominent figures like NBA star Kyrie Irving. They always fucking go after Kyrie Irving. That poor son of a bitch.
They're just gonna
like,
dump
I
on
wish I
him till
never
the end of
said
time.
anything.
Like, oh God, if you're an entertainer, sometimes it's just not worth making a political statement at all.
Yeah.
Like it makes like if you're like a serious entertainer, like Michael Jordan, he said like he's a Democrat, but he said, hey, Republicans buy shoes too. So
in the light of the pandemic, okay, we got to bring this back to COVID, which has led to a proliferation of conspiratorial thinking in general. There's a growing concern among those who and misinformation that believing in flat Earth theory can lead one down even darker rabbit holes.
It's like weed leading to crack, you know?
Yeah, it's a gateway drug.
Oh my goodness. Establishing your own first principles will lead you down a dark and dangerous path where you'll start to question
like 6
everything.
TikToks, guys. Now I am a flat earther. Fuck.
Oh man,
I'm
it
a
did
flat
make you
earther.
stupider.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you watch TikTok, it will make you dumber.
Okay, so this story really buries the lead. What actually led you to start reporting? Don't care. Can you explain? Hold on. This is my criticism. 19th century meme turned into TikTok's conspiracy theory. Okay. How long till we get to the 19th century meme? Any
Is
guesses?
that a butt plug?
Any guesses? Any
so.
like
If
is
you're
it gonna,
brave enough, John.
is it gonna be at the end? Can you
Is it
explain the
ever
roots
there?
of this theory are outlined in your book? Oh, is this where it is? Absolutely. Background info. People tend to think the flat earth is a really long held belief that Columbus thought he might go over the edge of the earth, of the flat earth when he was exploring
Because
it.
the Catholic Church said for fucking ever it's flat. Nobody dared question the Catholic Church.
Yep. Catholic Church was the original cancel culture.
Don't mess with the Catholic Church.
Even when it was proven by photographic evidence, the Catholic Church still, up until a certain point, refused to admit that. Yeah, sorry, we fucked up on that.
Yeah.
So here we go.
It was Pope John Paul that had to apologize for Galileo.
There you go.
So the question is: so people thought it was a meme, like even back in the. God, I fucking hate the line of quick. Like,
there's gonna be
even
loaded
back in
language
like
throughout
the
this.
mid 19th century. Jesus Christ. It's such a fucking it was absolutely a meme. And I sort of love the research component of this book because there were so many historical figures that you can absolutely see who they are in modern day internet context. Oh my fucking
Wow.
no. Oh my God.
Wow.
Who is this cunt?
Oh my God.
Who are they talking to in this article? I need to know.
To
The
you
woke.
specifically. The woke.
The woke. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough for me. This guy's a YouTuber, right? Give him a YouTube channel and let him talk. And he is a
Like
wild
KOE
success.
Nation on YouTube.
Yeah. Jesus, of course, plug it. He understood that people weren't necessarily going to believe flat earth theory, but that they would engage with it because it is so weird. And he played up that spectacle element too. He would try to invite scientists to his lectures to get him to debate him. He completely understood that what's engaging about the conspiracy theory and what's so weird about it's so scintillating that even though people were going to come and debate him, number of people in the audience would be convinced anyway.
It's one of
And no, it sounds
Socrates-
like the flat earth guy made better arguments than
Yeah, it kinda does.
That happens. And it was Socrates. He mentioned in his trial and his death, his greatest enemy was the sophist, which is people that through their eloquence can make the worst seem the better cause. And
Yes.
so those are, people that can literally sell you on the idea that the earth is fucking flat. Those are people that are eloquent motherfuckers. You need to look out for them.
They're charismatic.
Jesus Christ. Guys, we started the wrong YouTube channel.
You did.
We should be convincing people of flat earth.
Jesus.
We would be so huge. It would be just a big troll. It'd be so great.
Like
Can
we
we
have
s-
like legitimately smart people come on and like, all right, guys, we just got to try to get
Can
this
we-
scientist reduced to tears. If
Can
we
we-
can do that, we've succeeded. It doesn't matter,
should
doesn't
get
matter
Bill
how
Nye
fucking right
on.
he is.
Should get Bill Nye on.
All right. I know
Well, that
Phil.
would take 15 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah. I know Phil is never against any shameless promotion. Tony, are you on board? Tony's still trying to figure out his headphones. John, are you on board?
Sure, yeah.
We're going to start a flat earth channel. And
Oh,
we're-
I'm down.
it's going to be like seem super serious, but it's going to be a meme channel.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. I shared my screen. I'm waiting for you guys to put it up, man.
Oh, we'll have to build it because we got to like build some credibility. I'm going to get on some Reddit sites.
Oh,
and
you
start
got to
pimping us out.
validate it. Yeah.
Well, that's how you build credibility.
Yeah. It's Reddit. Reddit
Fucking
and Twitter,
Apple.
baby.
Jesus Christ. Sit here for fucking
Tony,
all
stop bitching about
goddamn night.
Apple. Are you
Well, no,
on
it's not-
board with a fake flat Earth YouTube channel? Yes or no?
Fuck Apple TV.
Dear God, yes. Yes, absolutely. 100
cool.
times yes.
We're doing this. We're gonna do this.
Absolutely. Hell yes.
Yes.
I
100
guarantee.
times yes.
I guarantee.
I don't even need to hear anything.
We
that was
will
just
hit
said. I'm in.
1,000 subs on that channel well before any of our
and
other
50%
channels.
of the
Big Bucket
comments are going to
Empire.
be like, look, water doesn't curve, guys.
Yeah.
Water doesn't curve.
I'll show how it doesn't curve.
How does
I
water
can
stay on
literally
the
show
planet?
a curve without leaving my desk.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like I'm gonna be flicking like little paper clips into a field goal and be like, look, there's no curvature.
Look at Tony's getting a migraine.
And people will like click like 1,000 times.
The earth is as flat as my wife's ass. Not too
Oh
flat,
shit!
but serviceable.
Oh, I hope she ain't watching, brother.
Brennan is a bad influence.
Yes, he is.
Waka waka.
And the earth is as round as these nuts.
Yeah.
Tony, you had some flat earth memes you wanted to
John had one. Did I miss it?
Oh, there it is! Donut Earth!
Fuck you.
I was
Chicken.
right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was right. It
Yes.
works.
Yes.
The reason the sky is blue is because you see the ocean above you. Oh my God, Lord. Oh my God, damn it.
That's fantastic.
Why?
So basically,
Why?
what this looks like to me, like
I love
this
it.
is what this tells me is this means that the Earth is
Hollow
Zeus's
Earth.
pocket pussy.
And flat Earth. are both
Zeus
real.
is just
This
going to
is
come
how.
down from the skies and the stars and shove his giant dick in the donut Earth.
Well, the ocean
Now, whoa,
above
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
is the firmament of the dome.
The
you know?
You gonna fermentate there?
Then what you're saying is in the movie Armageddon, what they should have done is just redirected that fucker to fucking basketball hoop right through the fucking donut. So rather than sending Bruce Willis, we should have sent the cast of Space Jam.
Kyrie
And
Irving is all
do
we
not
need.
talk about
Kyrie
it.
Irving is gonna save us all. Okay.
Do not talk ill about Bruce Willis, Phil.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have alopecia. What's his disease?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, he's actually retiring because
He
of
blew
it, which-
Bruce Willis's name out your fucking mouth.
At least Bruce Willis is like
Jesus.
retiring for a legitimate reason and not because she was just a
Alopecia.
shitty actress for all these fucking
I'm sorry
years,
for anybody who
and
has
nobody
alopecia,
gives a
but fuck
flying
off.
fuck about Jada Pinkett Smith because she's
Oh,
a shitty
God.
actress.
No.
Yeah, and Will Smith says he's done acting, which so that'll stick for about 3 years till he comes back to his senses and his divorce
Months.
is finalized. And
Yeah.
he's realized. Well, yeah, when his
Meant
divorce
months.
is finalized, he realizes he needs cash again. Yeah,
That's
you're
a-
gonna see Will Smith in whatever shitty summer action movie they could possibly. He'll be in Marvel, DC, fucking all of it. Star Wars. You'll see Will Smith in fucking Book of Boba Fett season 2. So.
Heather says
Don't
John will
talk
slap a
about Bruce.
bitch. Don't talk about Bruce.
Now, I will give you
Bruce is the shit. Yeah, no,
Bruce
fuck
and
him.
Lucky
Bruce-
number 11 was fucking just A+.
Oh
Like,
my
that
god,
was-
Bruce Willis is fucking amazing. No, fuck that. Bruce is great.
Love Bruce Willis.
Lucky number.
One of my
7.
favorite
Love
actors of
Lucky
all
number
time.
7.
Which Die Hard movie is your favorite?
Die Hard 1.
One,
Yeah,
the
the
only
first,
one that
the
was
first.
halfway realistic. Yeah.
And then after that,
I'm-
Die Hard with a
I'm
Vengeance.
fucking a minority here. I fucking loved Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes.
Fucking loved that movie. Like it was probably like
Was it the
for
helicopter?
me. Yes, it was the helicopter fight scene movie. Yes, fucking yes, Jesus. Like me
All right.
personally, like growing up, because I remember watching that movie with my dad. We went to the theater to go fucking see it, and so for me personally, growing up, like that's top 5 growing up movies for me. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Bruce
Yeah.
I
Willis
didn't
in
even-
Sin
Yes.
City.
I hadn't seen the original
Dude,
Die
Sin
Hard until
City.
after
Come
that.
on.
Now I have a machine.
You
gun.
can't compare Sin City to Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I'm not saying
Sin
it's
City was
comparable.
a
I'm just
good
saying
fucking
Bruce
movie.
Willis and Sin City. Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Um,
god damn it. Old man
fucking
dies.
just beautiful.
Young
Beautiful.
girl
God damn it.
lives. Fair trade. Just perfect.
It was
fucking act.
peak. It was peak.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sin City would be peak Bruce Willis. So basically, John, what you
Oh,
did
wait.
was
Hang on. I just
We-
realized something. Sorry, go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
as what we had here was literally a Family Guy Barry Manilow moment where it's like, yeah, Barry Manilow sucks. I fucking hate Barry Manilow. Well, except for that one song, and maybe that song too. That song's really good.
Are you
Oh
a
my
fan
god,
of
I
that, Phil?
fucking love Barry Manilow. Oh my god, he's coming to this town. Let's get tickets. We're going. Oh! So yeah, we kind of did that with Bruce Willis. Now it's like, yeah,
Dude.
Bruce Willis kind of sucks, well, except for that movie.
Do you guys actually?
He's great in Sin City.
I'm sorry,
I
I've been
love
thinking
Bruce
about
Willis.
this, and I'm sorry, I was mistaken. Do you know what peak Bruce Willis would have been, Chicken?
Pulp Fiction.
Peak? Yeah, probably around Pulp Fiction. I
12
would imagine.
Monkeys.
God damn it, Tony!
Fuck you,
Look
Tony.
who's talking to. God damn it!
That's a great
Get that
movie.
shit off the screen.
That's
Fuck
a
you,
great
John.
movie.
It is not a great movie.
I'm just starting to like you.
It is a great movie. It's a great
Oh my
movie.
God,
Roseanne,
Awful movie.
Bruce Willis.
It's a great
fucking-
movie to the
Come
people
on.
still collecting
John
residual
Travolta.
checks off of
John
it. and that's
Travolta
it.
alone, man.
Exactly.
You guys probably have fucking
Kirstie Alley
VHS
during
fucking
her
tapes in your
heyday,
house
for
and still
God's
watch it
sake.
on VCR.
I still got VCR in my house, man. I still got
I'm
it down
right.
here.
Boom.
Well done.
Tony, you got a
All right.
VCR?
I do. I have two.
Somewhere.
I fucking knew it. I fucking called it. Just called it.
Damn right.
Phil, do you have a VCR?
No.
Yeah.
Phil, you wouldn't
All
know
right.
if you had a VCR.
Do you have a high
Feels like what's a
track?
VCR?
No. I got a PlayStation 4.
There you go.
That's what I got.
Way of the
Top
Gun.
Fifth Element,
My
Fifth
favorite,
Element.
my
Ooh,
favorite
Fifth
Bruce
Element?
Willis.
Bruce Willis
Yeah.
is better than that movie, actually, in that
Yeah,
one.
Fifth Element.
True.
Fifth Element was a good movie. Way of the Gun. Minus
Oh,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis being naked, like getting out of the bathtub part. Like I could have done without that. But
Could
that
have
was-
done
that
without
made
the
the
naked
movie.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done without his ass.
Made it
But I
better.
get that. That's for the ladies. I get it. But Way of the Gun was like my favorite Bruce Willis movie ever.
How did Flat Earth turn into Bruce
Die
Willis?
Hard.
Because it's Bruce fucking Willis. That's
No.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
let's wrap this up. Post show, we're going to talk about mass.
Hang on, I got
being,
memes before we go.
I
got
okay.
memes.
We'll get to memes to round out the show. Post show link will be in the link tree.
It's at the bottom, but yes.
Scrolling across there. Airlines removed masks. So and supposedly people are upset about that. I don't think that's actually a thing.
Just weird.
Now,
fucking people,
what I
yeah.
will say to people who are upset about the mask mandates being dropped in transportation, well, if you're upset about it, why don't you just make your own airline?
And
that's
then
great.
in the post show, the other big topic will be the libs of TikTok fucking chaos that is going on, which is the biggest controversial subject we have. I wish we could have done it on the live show, but time is running short. And
Doxing is evil. There you go.
Doxing's evil. We have some memes to get to. Tony, take it away.
All
If
right.
flat Earth is wait, never mind.
If Earth is flat, why is Africa by Toto like this?
I'm Mr. Pain.
In Africa. Yeah.
And not like this.
Not a lot that I
Like-
could
like,
say
wake up,
away
people. Fucking wake up.
from you.
Okay, that's
Like-
good. That's good. If the Earth is flat, there would have been some Russian kid hanging off the edge taking pictures of his with his
Yep.
selfie stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
While
With-
petting
yeah,
a polar
with
bear.
a fucking bottle of vodka in the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we don't want to see that in America.
Yuri,
No.
No,
Well, yeah,
don't
okay,
step
this
over
meme,
the edge.
This meme was before. the
Does
World
Vidania.
War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was before Ukraine.
No,
situation.
dude, Magellan didn't die in that battle. He actually fell off the edge of the earth.
Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
This is one of the greatest.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Read the reply
Physics
there.
astronomy says, "Say that again, but slowly."
Yeah, read that a few more times.
I
You'll get it.
love this one. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is how Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, according to the Flat Earthers.
Jesus fucking Christ. Quite the fucking, quite the trek there.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it would make sense.
You
to me
know,
because
they refueled
Australia's
like
on this
6
map,
times.
and we all know Australia's not real.
Yeah, Australia's not real.
No,
Yeah.
neither is New
Don't-
Zealand.
Don't believe the hype,
Well,
folks.
Finland's not, but like
It's
New Zealand,
misinformation.
that's the cover-up.
New Zealand just poses as Australia. Like they, yeah, What, you think there's a giant outback out there? No. We just put that in photos.
You think kangaroos are real?
That's
Hey, I went
Death
to Outback
Valley,
last night.
California.
Flat earther.
This doesn't prove anything.
Doesn't prove a thing. Okay, has everybody here seen Invincible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Am I like
fucking amazing show.
I only the last episode. I have the last episode of the first season to watch. I
So good.
finally fucking got around to watching this thing. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, okay, I've been wanting to watch this fucking thing. I sat down in bed. I start watching the first episode. One of my 4-year-old twins walks in at about the 35-minute mark, and I've been watching this thing for 35 minutes. Like, everybody said this thing was gory as shit. Like, this has been really fucking like docile. Like, this is
the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't that bad. One of my 4-year-olds pops in, lays down next to me. He's watching, and then they all start getting called to headquarters. Like, oh look, it's Batman, Dad.
No.
Like, yeah, it kind of looks like Batman. And then all of a sudden, Omni-Man fucking slaughters them,
Kills
and I'm like,
everybody.
oh
Yep.
shit! The fucking dad had came up. I'm like, no,
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
gruesome and graphic with its violence. But now I was gonna say,
was
maybe if
great.
CNN Plus had Invincible on it, maybe I might consider subscribing. But yeah, I'm not fucking the
Good
bullshit
point.
they got on there.
Omni-Man would do
CNN Plus. Shit.
the extinction
I'm
of the
sorry, the boys fans.
according
Omni-Man fucking
to
sons fucking
Flat
Homelander.
Earthers.
Sorry.
This one makes perfect sense to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Extinction of the dinosaurs, according to flat earthers. Yeah, they just bounced them right off.
Yeah. That's
So
exactly
in
what
any
happened.
Direction.
You know when you like open your door and it hits that little like reticle or that little thing that goes boing, like that's what happened to the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They're still out there floating.
They got
day.
vibrated to death.
Why are we looking in Kansas for bones? Like, fossilized dinosaurs are floating in space, frozen right now.
Yeah. Barney in
Asgard,
space.
flat earthers watching Thor. See it?
Yeah.
See it? Come on, goddammit, that's funny.
I just
Oh man, somebody was
Like,
sending me a
I
tweet
get it,
about
I
Taylor
get it,
Lorenz.
it's
It's such a hot
just,
take. You're gonna have to wait for the post show to hear it.
This one's funny. This
Oh,
one,
I'm gonna rip
I don't
her
care.
apart.
Fuck you. This one's funny.
Raptor
Explain
Earth.
this shit.
Raptor Earth.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
No, it does.
absolutely
It makes
does.
total sense. I
But
get it.
Mount Everest
Get
is
it.
actually just the tooth of the raptor.
You're right.
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
I get it.
Makes perfect sense.
I was about to say, I mean, Joe Biden's president, and this is fucking too much for you,
Don't
really?
make me bring him back.
Vote for Joe.
Wait. What we, hang on here. We've
Vote for
got
Robot Joe.
the great Nathan Dallin here in the meme breakdowns of the best breakdowns. Welcome to the show, Nathan. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. We're moving up big time. Nathan Dallin has been actually on 1110 KFAB. So, I mean, you're
Oh,
in
we
the
got a
basket.
celebrity in the chat.
I know. I mean,
Hold
like,
on,
it's
Nathan. Are you a flat Earth believer or denier? That's the topic at hand right now.
Ooh.
yes.
We
But
need to
thank
know.
you for coming along.
Let us know in the chat.
Meme breakdowns are the best breakdowns. You're
Who's this Nathan
damn-
Dallin? What?
Damn
He's,
right.
Yeah,
he's
you're
a regular on the Mask Off podcast.
Nookas don't. Yeah.
And he's also been on
Think that was the
1110
worst
KFAB,
accent
which
I've
is the
ever
It
heard.
local
was,
AM
dude. I'm
station.
terrible with accents.
All right, so Raptor Earth is real. Raptor. Earth
Okay,
is real.
next
the very
meme,
least.
seriously.
How Moon orbits the Earth according to Flat Earth uses the
Hey.
Doctor Strange technology.
I love it.
He's a denier. He's a
How
denier of the
There's
flat Earth.
Nathan. No.
Oh goodness.
This
He's
one,
been
this one
canceled on all the
shook me
Flat
to my
Earthers.
core.
The Death Star is flat.
Flat.
Yes.
Flat Death Star conspiracy,
great.
guys.
That's
Like,
fucking great.
This one shook me to my core. I'm literally shaking.
Look, you're literally shaking right now.
Literally. Luke ran that fucking trench, and not once did I see a curve. Prove me wrong.
Yes, we will take over the galaxy with our super weapons so long as we don't
Does
run
fucking
into
Earth look
plucky
flat to you,
teenagers.
Phil?
Oh my.
Okay.
No,
It
it
looks
doesn't.
flat to me.
All right.
Oh,
Alexa,
Right.
I'm not talking to you. Stop listening to me. Damn it.
Alexa's gonna feed you conspiracy theories until the CIA shows up and fucking hauls you away.
I don't think her name's Alexa, but she's got plenty of curves.
Yeah, that ain't no flat Earth there. So sorry.
Yeah, that shit ain't flat.
I mean, that's pretty much just solves it.
You
drug
drugged me. It's flat.
Always has.
Fuck this.
Why is that astronaut going to shoot the other astronaut in the back of the head, man? That's wrong.
Nathan Dallin goes, I wish the Earth was
That's
flat. You
It's
could
fucked
throw
up.
Taylor Lorenz. Because actually, Nathan was like, I'm
Nathan's
not
my
gonna say
hero right now. Yes.
But yeah, like this is a pretty popular
my
tweet
God,
right
that
now.
would be
Not my
beautiful.
tweet, but Taylor Lorenz is a sneak peek at the insanity we will endure due to aging women who forewent family, according to Joe Norman. So yeah, that's
Jesus.
part of the doxing campaign, I believe. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Nathan is obviously a huge fan of Taylor, so I
You
figured
drugged me. It's flat. Is that Bill Cosby?
Tune into
moon?
the post show in the link scrolling around the bottom after we're done here. We will go to the post show where we get a little bit more spicy, and we are going to talk about the
Oh,
libs
it's gonna get
TikTok
worse.
issue for sure, and that will get heated.
This is beautiful. The Flat Earth Society. Org. Hi, Elon. Thanks for the question. Unlike the Earth, Mars has been observed to be round. We hope you have a fantastic day. Also, the Earth Society. The Earth is not a planet.
Oh,
Clearly.
God.
Wait, it's not a planet?
Educate yourselves.
yeah, that would be kind of fascinating that we're the one flat planet in the whole solar system. Even gas
Yeah.
giants seem to
The
Oh,
only
Phil.
one.
Oh, Phil, we're getting there. This is beautiful. Top proof we're not spinning ball. 100% refutable proof of a flat ... clown, flat Earth. The ball is dead.
Watch the
Clown.
view count, though. Watch the view count.
It's flat, guys. It's flat. Wig coming off. I was wrong. The Earth is not flat. Makeup coming off. I was so wrong. The Earth definitely isn't flat. Half face makeup. I am an ex-flat earther. You are being manipulated by con men.
Yeah.
No makeup. We went from 580 views to 3.5.
Yeah, see, the views keep going
In
up
just
and
a
up.
couple months. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, we have to start a flat Earth channel, and
I'm
then
in. Man,
like,
I'm
yeah,
in.
we get to
I'm
we get to have
fucking
this
in.
like flat Earth arc for like a month, and then the next 2 months are like proving ourselves wrong,
We have this moment of like a light bulb moment. It'll be beautiful.
and then we go, guys, we've been
Can't
lying
believe-
the whole time.
Geography classes in 2040.
It's aliens.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Aliens.
Asteroid hits it and it shakes.
Flat earthers claim Australia doesn't exist and people who live there are actors paid by NASA. Flat earthers living in Australia.
Damn it, motherfuckers.
What
Well,
about
I
New
guess
Zealand?
we're not real.
Well, yeah, they're not real.
Jesus
When
Christ,
you're-
Tony, how many of these do you have?
When you're a flat earther and YouTube goes
He
down,
doesn't
the
answer.
sacred
The
text!
text.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That killed me. Flat Brain Society, obviously.
Oh, God damn it.
Sorry.
If crazy how
Oh
nature
wait, no,
does
go back,
that.
go back, go back, go
No,
back.
this is the best one. This is the best one. This sums it up so nicely.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense. But the last one was
If Earth was a
Yes.
globe, water flows to the lowest place.
God damn it. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I guess you don't believe in this stuff, Phil.
No. No. Because now this is going to come as kind of a shock to you, but I'm going to show you. Tony, can I have the full screen for a second here?
I suppose, Phil, if you really think it's necessary.
It is. Because I'm going to
It's
show you
always
something.
necessary for
There's a
Phil.
force as to why that doesn't happen. Now, I'm a believer in a crazy thing called gravity. And that's
Hold
Oh,
on,
reason
you
Phil.
why-
say gravity?
Hold on, Phil. Do you not think that that gravity is possible. Hold on, I'm trying to like grab Phil and bring him to the fucking main screen. Why can't I do that? Hold on.
Well, yeah, I mean,
All right, Phil. See gravity? All the water drops to the bottom. That's
goes
gravity.
down, yeah.
No.
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 Hold on. All right. We're gonna
Our
give
gravity
you-
is derived from the very dense core of our planet, and everything is pulled towards it. So,
all right.
Yes.
Show us.
Thank
Show us on
you.
the screen. Show us on the screen here.
okay, yeah, I see it there.
So
yeah, this is
not
no,
work?
because no,
Because no.
because gravity, because like the reason why your feet are on the fucking ground and not your wall.
And not the South Pole.
He's got a point. He's got a good point there.
So yeah, this is
All
one
right.
of those like, God damn
That's
it,
perfect.
but it's
Perfect.
just too brilliant at trolling.
almost
nuts.
done.
These
Well.
nuts. Yeah.
I'm almost done with the memes, I think.
Okay. All right.
You got a
How
few
many more
T.
you got, T?
I tried to get as many as I could. Jesus.
We got so many beautiful people here, so many gorgeous listeners that are here for this amazing show,
You know,
and they're going
folks,
to be here at the post
Subscribe
show too.
to the show.
If you
everybody.
haven't liked the show, if you haven't subscribed to the show,
Yeah.
you know it does make you sexy. Did you know that?
Chicken did prove that just the
Actually,
other day. He said
yes.
it
It's
makes you
literally will make you. You know what? Here's one
Literally
fact. Hold on.
shaking
We're
right
gonna zoom back out here, folks. If you did not know this, liking this stream, liking this show, subscribing to this show will make your night's sleep better. Even if you've been drinking a lot, I get it. I get it. You've been drinking a lot, but you know what you're going to do before you go to bed? After you like this, you share it and you subscribe to it, you're going to go drink a big glass of water when we're all done, or you'll join the post show.
Not only that,
That will make it infinitely better, I'm telling you. But even if you don't, you'll drink a glass of water, go to bed. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, dude, I feel like a fucking pimp.
No, Chicken, I'm going to kick it up one step further. If you do subscribe to this show, if you subscribe now,
you only wish
the next time you have sex will be the greatest sex you have ever had in all your life. Okay, if you subscribe
right there, that's a promise.
Wow.
Phil KOE
it will
right
be
there.
the best that you've had in all your life.
All you have to
if
do
you
is click the
subscribe
like
right now.
button.
That's all you got to do is click
Do
the
you-
subscribe button, folks, to get that kind of amazingness.
Do you guys have an HR department for complaints?
No.
Yeah, it's Phil KOE, but he's wearing a wig.
Okay.
Well,
I am the
hello,
big bucking
but
emperor,
yes.
and I am the CEO. And
Right.
it's like,
No, fuck this shit. I'm firing through these fucking memes. We're gonna go.
All right, meme it up,
Jesus
fire
Christ.
through.
This is terrible.
Flat Earth is seeing the curve of the Earth during the SpaceX launch.
No.
They were using a GoPro. Yeah.
And it was a fisheye lens, guys.
Yeah.
True. Fucking true.
Next. Why are you making it smaller? Like it's already
Checkmate.
What does that have to do? What do tornadoes have anything to do with flat Earth?
Oh, it's not a tornado. That's the goddamn globe holder.
Oh.
Did it move?
No, this is the northern hemisphere, chicken.
That's where the globe is being held, man.
Exactly.
So that would have to stay
Yeah.
there. Oh my god.
Checkmate, bitch. This one fucking killed me.
Wait. I'm so confused by that.
Chicken, no. Look.
Earth is flat. It just spins very fast, creating an illusion of being round.
Now, I do have to say, Tom,
Exactly.
what you heard earlier, it's something called a joke. We're
Libel?
doing a lot of them here tonight, so yeah.
No, we're not doing any jokes. Everything here is 100%.
Yeah, check out the Tomfoolery show too.
What?
We will make your life better by liking it. And that's a
true.
promise.
That's absolutely true.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but sorry, Phil, but my wife's better at what?
Yes.
You haven't had
Justin?
No, Justin. That's the point. Your
Yeah,
wife
just
is
the next
better.
time.
That's an earth boner.
Earth
Exactly.
boner.
Exactly. Earth boner.
Brendan's a flat Earth subscriber.
Earth boner. Earth boner.
Phil, you're getting joke sued then.
Ah, damn it. Well, that's just what happens on Twitch every day when somebody gets canceled.
There you
I
go.
think we
That
got
means
through 'em.
nothing.
I think we got through 'em.
We got through them. We got through them.
All right.
All right, folks. We're gonna wrap this goddamn shit show up. We went a little long again. That 2 weeks in a row. Free time for you all. You
Wait
got
a
a
minute.
free
I'm missing
cut
a
rant,
meme.
and
I'm
you
missing
Hit
got
that
a
like
shit ton of
button.
memes.
Hit that
I missed
You
subscribe
missed
button.
one. You missed one, Tony.
I had a meme, and it was a cat.
I was in
hanging
the
off edge
zone
of
on
the earth.
closing the show, and you.
No.
fucked
It
up.
was a cat, and it said if the Earth was actually flat, cats would have knocked everything off the edge.
Yes, they would have.
So, folks,
Yeah.
as
Proved it.
Go,
I'm
Phil.
known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here for this very special Hump Day at Big Buckin' Empire, episode 135, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe right here at Big Buckin' Empire, folks. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok. Be sure to find all of us, Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube, Facebook, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, YouTube, and Spotify. You can find John right over here, Legacy Comics, as far as I know, and he's got some new fucking projects coming down the pike here, folks.
Something new every day. Yeah.
Tomfoolery, also check him out. Nathan Dallin, be sure to check out Tiberius D, the Mask Off podcast, and you can find all of this amazing KOE content and the post show at Linktree/Big Buckin', folks, so you can join us for the spicy shit that we can't say on air because they'll kick us right off right then and there. God damn it, I'm good. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Raise a glass to yourselves. I hope all of you find yourself back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. John, Tony, Chicken, take it away.
Thanks for
John.
having me on, man.
John, tell everybody where they can find you, sir. And John does amazing fucking work. His Facebook page is fucking awesome. He does some great drawings. John, tell them what you do, where they can find you, and all that shit.
I'm an artist. I'm a comic book artist. I'm a fine artist. I do a lot of oil paintings and stuff like that and comic book art. And I'm the chief creative officer of Legacy Comics. So head on over to legacycomics with an X.com, COMIX.com. You can also listen to my podcast, The Basement Surge. So head on over to thebasementsurge.com and you can listen to all of our previous episodes, maybe buy some merch. Read our blog, just interact a little bit, be nice. But thanks guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh,
Absolutely. You said be nice. You're talking to the wrong audience, but hopefully they will be.
Launching a new show soon, so keep an eye out for that. So
Tony, what you got, buddy?
I got Dick. Tony the Rod on TikTok, or Tony the Rod 2.0. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Find me here at the Dog and Chicken Show. Find me at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Jesus Christ. At this point, if you don't know where to find me, it's actually offensive.
Yeah, Tony had to chug 2 beers and take a shot tonight, so I don't.
And it's Wednesday. This is great. Can't wait to go to work tomorrow.
I don't begrudge Tony for the short outro, but folks, it is that time. It is time to say goodnight.
Yeah.
But if you wish to stay up and have another drink or two and talk about a couple of big stories, we're going to talk about the airline mask policy and libs of TikTok controversy that has been all over Twitter. We will be discussing that and much, much more over on the post show. You can see the link to the post show down below, Linktree/Big Buckin'. You can see it scrolling right along there. Join us.
Tom gets it.
Let's get there. Let's have some fun. Tom, get your ass in there. Let's talk some
Tom,
trash.
Get your ass.
Come on, Tom.
You can't stream the post show though.
Linktree/Big Buckin'.
Tom likes to stream streams, so you can't stream or.
I don't give a fuck. I'll
He's gonna stream a
Tom's
stream and then stream.
I will
Yeah.
stream.
Streamception.
He likes streamception. Fuck you. No QR codes yanked up.
Stream it,
Fuck
Tom.
off. That's a whole nother topic. As always, folks, thanks for tuning in. This was a fun show. We had a great time. John, thanks for fucking joining us. Thank you all for joining the chat. Thanks for all the stars. Thanks for all the drinks. This has been a fantastic night. As always, we bow to you as the audience. We love you. We appreciate you. We love you. Good night.
We'll see you some night next week.
Yeah, some night. Good night. And see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow.